Hello, Twitch.
They didn't hear you, but now they
What's
can.
up?
Okay. So with my million tabs on my screen and people connected, I believe that's almost everyone. So last time, barring technical difficulties, the group finalized their plan with the Shield of Loretta, opting to remove half of it and give a small vial of half of the blood to the Howlers to bring back, and bringing the shield with the rest of the blood with them, hoping to play both sides, give themselves more time to understand the scenario, and hopefully, eventually, stop the influx of new people coming to Lone and getting slaughtered, and Howlers coming to the cast to do the same. With that, they set off to Ebonwall. On Paula's advice and their own intentions, they believe that it is a good stop, somewhere that they can actually gain some respite in, to eventually find their way out of Lone and back to Gura, or wherever they would like to go. They befriended a group of Thrall escapees, and on their way back towards Ebonwall, gathered them up under the promise that they would have some manner, or have some way to get them into the city despite their branding from the hags that once had them. Along the path, they encountered a town called Ebonside, a failed attempt, the ruins of numerous failed attempts, rather, to create another town somewhere in the vicinity of Ebonwall. It seems that there were traps laid out for some reason, and as the party rested, when the clock struck midnight, the vengeful spirits of those that tried and failed to live in this hellhole began to rise as will-o-wisps. And in the distance, a shadowy figure moves from the path closer.
Oh boy.
So, assuming all is well, that I'm going to have everyone begin by rolling initiative. Hold on, because I need to put you guys in the battle thing. Oops, fix that.
Do we get any spooky
Yes, you
tunes?
will. Oh, this is a technical thing I should have done. So now that everything's changed up, and considering last session a lot of the keybinds and volume stuff wasn't working, really quick before, or as we do that, for starters, if you guys go to the music tab, go to global volume controls and just kind of have that volume, unless it's already have, just to make sure that volume's not going to blow up your ears. I think maybe last time people were doing the individual track volume, which is why when new tracks would come on, they would again blow out your ears. But if you do that, it will also, and you guys can sort of do this during the session, while your turns are down. But I'm going to post quickly this thing I made for the settings. So if you somehow, or if your settings haven't been saving or whatnot, I have a little bullet pointed list of what you can do to go through and fix everything. So that should hopefully help out. Put that in the Discord. And Roy, does your servant have its own initiative?
No, if you could go with
Okay,
that
and
at the end
remind
of my
me,
turn.
does Aravi? Does Rava have his
Sorry,
own
what was
turn?
that?
Can't remember.
Yes,
Okay.
Rava does have his own turn.
Everyone should be selected then. To deselect them. There you go.
The lag definitely looks like it's better
Wonderful.
than it was. So
God, that is good to hear. In combat, pop out should have appeared. If you do not see your combat HUD, you can right-click your token and hit the double swords in the top left of it. Go ahead and make your rolls.
Now watch me roll this fat 14. Close
Did I
enough.
give anyone my... I swear I gave someone my blessing of advantage to initiative before we went to
I
bed.
think it was Aravi.
Me.
Yeah.
And it wasn't
There's a good
me.
chance we rolled before
That was me.
at the end of last session. It just didn't go through because everything broke. So yeah.
But hilariously, I got a nat 20. So
All right.
thank you, sir. But
All right.
Either... So far, I think it's either been useless or you've rolled natural 20. Every time. Every...
Okay.
Ookie whiz!
I'll roll. I'm just going to make that because it's glitched out. And there will be quite a few hidden rolls coming in.
Oh god, my
Why does
ears!
it keep happening?
he warned you about that
I feel bad
already.
because there's a good chance it's just the software
No, but
being
that's
weird.
the thing. I already
So I don't know.
put it on low, but I think my system settings is really loud. And I appear to have misjudged.
Count his dice.
just
How many
loud
enemies
it's
are out
going.
there? Everyone count his dice.
A nat 20 and I still don't go first?
Man, those whips are
You
agile
actually
as fuck.
really don't go first, which is interesting.
Jesus.
Oh. Oh. I don't like that.
Okay.
Initiative bonus is 2.
Give this a look. All right, the start of the initiative. You will first off, to the south of the area, you will hear battle cries, screams, the sound of swords hitting stone and other swords or whatnot from the building below that you know the Thrall escapees are staying in. Seems they're engaging in their own similar fight as to you guys right now.
Ow, my...
All right. Is that initiative? Karps, you will see a will-o-wisp appear out of that house and sort of begin to float around the area, and eventually in your general direction.
This is why you don't sleep in, folks.
I mean, to be fair, I wasn't sleeping for any of that time.
Karps towards the south, you will see
Sleeping
one
left.
appear and catch Paula nearly off guard. You watch as it releases a glowing bolt at her.
Oh, these things hit.
Alright, and up here, the one that has appeared from the floor by Alyxend will float around the room, and it will strike out at you with a shock. And actually misses. Well then,
Just conducts the armor into the ground.
begin to float out the window. Notice that Aravi is in the vicinity. And then...
Do I get to Ale?
yes, you will.
I'm 20 feet up, so unless it's
Oh, you're up
also
there, okay.
20 feet up.
Mhm.
'Cause I'm on the roof, remember?
Yeah.
There's just no roof tile.
Let's see. Where's my stick? Acha.
The thing is incredibly agile in the air, and it's like trying to swat at a fly.
Wait, I have Warcaster. I should have spelled at it. Never mind.
That-
I'm dumb.
It will just notice the threat and begin to float out, hovering somewhere over here. Another wisp from the western end of the area will begin to float around, not having any target of sorts, but floating into the sky. And so will one from the eastern end.
Oh my god. Oh,
And
shit,
one more from the
everywhere.
western end.
They appear to be really rather agile.
And with that, with your natural 20, Aravi, it is now your turn.
All right.
Something about that doesn't feel right, you know?
It doesn't, but that's fine. I am going to make my way across the roof and come on, and then jump down on our friend over here and see if that actually manages to hit. Targeted. Get the combat HUD to open. Oh god, that. Alright.
Yeah, there's a good chance that settings are need to be redone, like I said. Edit the combat HUD size if that's an issue.
It's fine. And let's see if we can just go with a great old strike to start with.
Again, like
That'll-
literally like swatting at a fly.
It's an actual basic strike.
The incredibly agile creatures are very difficult to hit.
Don't think I have anything else to do. So that looks like it to start with.
Alright. Okay.
So
Yes.
Rava then?
Oh, sorry. No. There's a hidden initiative, my bad. On the eastern end of the battlefield. Individual will appear.
Individual.
Oh. You.
Lovely.
You.
I wave at the individual.
He is surveying you two, in particular, though does not seem to pay the wave any mind. Finally. You know, you all made me lose my employment, but it does not matter. This is the opportunity I was looking for. Both finding you and this ambush. You will pull out a crossbow and fire at the nearest target. Just Karps.
You son of a bitch. Hey, arrows.
What did all this? Oh, it's the resistance, I'm pretty sure. Regardless. That will
Yep.
miss.
And crossbows have bugger all range.
Well. That's fine.
I'm gonna hit him with the. You can't even shoot
And then as a
fish out
bonus
of a
action, you
barrel.
will see him grab something out
Karps,
of
you're not in a
behind his
barrel.
cloak. Briefly, you guys notice that
Jeez,
there
know
are
that.
quite a few containers and bags and sorts under his cloak. And he will pull out what seems to be like a tiny little egg. He will toss it into the middle between you guys.
Oh.
You motherfucker.
Right here. This egg will break upon impact with the ground and release a spider web out, causing difficult terrain in the area. We'll see you around. And he will duck back here.
no, not he's not dipping this time.
Man, what a chicken.
You can't just arrive, show up, say something cool, do something cool, and then disappear.
Arrives, throws a spider web.
For a guy
refuses
whose
to
name is
elaborate.
Stock, I don't see a lot of stabbing!
Leaves.
My job here is done. Didn't even do anything.
So do you want to take care of the weirdo, or should I, or... I don't know.
One thing at a time. We'll get to him as soon as we deal with the immediate problem.
Oh, Rava.
Now Rama flies down and hoots encouragingly at Karps to give him advantage on his next tackle. Or save throw. Or ability check.
Very well. And if that's it, then Roy.
Okay, so Roy can't see shit for where he's standing, so he's going to move. 5, 10. He's going to carefully pass the trap. And I'm going to target this will-o-wisp. I'm going to cast Firebolt.
Right past it, sadly.
Sad. And I'm going to use my bonus action to summon my flamethrower on my hand. And my small fox is going to fly weirdly, like it's only grabbing him by the collar. 20 feet, and I don't know why I can't move.
I forgot that's how that flies. Let me check. You should have permission to move that. Permissions. Leviathann owner. Resummon him here. Does it work now? Alright, cool.
Yeah. Okay, so he's going to move over here and take the dodge action.
Alright, and I should have said this before, but I will remind you for this specific fight, you guys are free to make any check of any kind you would like to make to get information on the battle at the end of your turn. Or at any point in your turn.
Okay.
I'm still seeing the original servant.
It's the same servant, I just put it back because for some reason it was buggy. Oh.
Yeah, I see two of them right now.
Do you guys also see it?
What are we looking at?
Shadow's saying you can see like the old token for the servant before I deleted it and put it back. So probably not though.
That's what I see.
Yeah, I do not see it, but I don't know if I have vision of it.
Okay.
No, that's the
For
only.
me, it's on Alyxend's face.
Huh.
I see nothing on my face.
Okay, I'll just reload.
Yeah. Alright. Well, that's all. That's all in Karps. You're up, and you are encouraged a bit by Rava.
Oh, well then. Time to do what I do best. Remember how I do things. Do this.
Oh, click.
And I slap the living hell out of this thing. Can't.
Ugh.
Ah!
Damn.
With that roll, you're not.
You swing of the heavy, large weapon. It's almost like.
Is that with advantage?
Oh yeah, you roll again.
Oh, I forgot to do that.
And that'll be a hit.
Oh.
Hey, first one.
Damage path.
Alright, I accidentally rolled it as well. But, alright, with that, the will-o-wisp will. You see, the blade will. You notice make contact with it finally, the tiny creature, and will slice through. Its form will start to just like puck in and out of existence. And it will become a little more frantic.
Yes, smite it.
Oh god. It's gross. It's all frantic and squirmy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna end that turn.
All right, Alyxend. I need to do this.
Looks like work is never done. Stand here. Alyxend raises the hand. Call me. Una. Illuminate. Whoosh.
Yeah.
Is that what? Did it do the thing? There we go.
The circle.
Circle.
What a
Light?
great action. Yes. At the end of your turn, add a d6 plus 4 temp hit points to you, which I think I can actually assign to all of you now. So I'll be popping all those off at the end of your turn. Alternatively, you can end the charmed or frightened condition. Then as my actual bonus action, do I... Oh, beans. When else am I going to bother doing this? So
How
then
long
in
does the
field
dark
mode-
vision on Vidnov last?
Its duration is an hour, so
Oh, okay.
probably but faded by now.
Mhm.
Or in hours. So no mega dark vision for you, but I emit light now. So
Well, how far do you emit light? Just from the radius of the Twilight Sanctuary?
in the radius
Yeah,
is
that-
dim light.
30 feet.
So any dark vision boys are seeing normally, anyone with normal vision has -5 to perception checks in the area. Or disadvantage,
Alright,
rather.
there you go.
I think I'm blind,
I-
actually.
Not in the light, you're not. Let's drop one of these boys. Bonk. Spiritual.
Alright, and what form does it take? Is it the hammer? Stick.
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 The Lely.
Form of stick.
Form
It
of
still
a
misses,
fork.
probably.
I
Do
do.
you have a purple stick?
Not quite a stick. Is this stick enough?
You know?
That's a good enough stick.
Stick-esque. Alright. And you also should now be able to move that.
16 to hit. I didn't
Don't
target
worry,
it.
because 16 does not hit the Will-O-Wisp.
With these things are really rather agile, it would seem. That's going to be the end of my turn. I'll apply my temp hit points in a second. This
I
should...
don't know if that's all working right.
He didn't do it. Excuse me, I can adjust this in a second. So that'd be 10.
Alright, Vidnov.
Yep, I'm just gonna fly out next to Alyxend and can only see 2 right now. So I'll just throw a normal dagger at the one next to Aravi.
By the way, I tell everyone that the creepy purry man is over there. Or was
What?
over there.
And there's
Yeah,
a
the
hit.
stabby man's back.
Estoc found us.
Turn. rotate
Alright,
head.
seemingly from the non-magical weapon, doesn't seem to take as much damage, though it does pass through and further flicker out the creature. It seems like it wants to... is it going towards the sky? It seems like it's trying to flee.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say that that's all of my turn.
Okay. Meanwhile, Apollo is attempting to swat at the creature as best she can. Not having much success.
Ignores Paula.
But she's hanging on. Cleric.
Cleric indeed. Those evils now hit.
That's working.
Have temporary hit points.
Alright. On
Pull in my
that
bubble.
note, start of the second combat round. This Will-O-Wisp that is next to Aravi will
That's
start floating up. Aravi, you taking an your opportunity?
Yeah, why not? I don't have a reason to not use my action.
There's something about Will-O-Wisp I forgot. What's the important thing?
They're ghosts.
Well,
No, they do something.
Yeah,
did target
that
it,
They
will be
Oh.
a miss. You feel like you
eat
almost
alive
got
if you
it,
fall
but
over.
not quite.
That's it.
Oh yeah, don't go to 0. Don't go to 0 usually, but extra don't go to 0.
It did things a little out of
Before
order,
that
but you'll
dies,
see it fly up
Alex.
incredibly high and then disappear.
Just pieced out.
Huh?
Oh, it could just be being spooky. You know how ghosts are.
invisible, perhaps, or just be spooky.
Would I have any knowledge if this is
Make an Arcana
normal
check
for
or
these?
Religion, whatever you think would be appropriate here.
Yeah, I think Arcana.
I too would like to see if this is a
Go for
normal thing. I'm going to use the power of my faith.
Okay. Vidnov, you really wouldn't have any knowledge of this type of creature. Alyxend, it's not out of the ordinary for, like, spectral-like creatures like this to maybe be able to pop in and out of, like, the ethereal plane or something, or go invisible. Might be something like that.
Stay on your guard.
Alright, so I'm just gonna fix something on my end. That's weird. But again, Paula will be zapped by this Will-O-Wisp down below. And it will miss, luckily.
Oh god.
Following in tradition at this point, Roy, a wisp will go through the wall and appear behind you.
Tradition.
It
Okay.
attempts to shock you.
Yeah, it's
And it
true.
will miss thanks to your armor. Again, similar to Alyxend, it just
Oh, thank you.
ducks to the ground and is dispersed. The Will-O-Wisp that are around the other ends of the battlefield will take notice of the fight and will begin to move towards you guys.
You don't want these hands. You don't want these hands. Get him, Ravi. Use your hands.
I already used my reaction, but I'll be happy to use it later.
Alright, and with that, Aravi. Time to use your hands.
I guess I can
Oh,
hit
wow.
my things with my hands. Is this one still up
Yes.
at 30 feet
They're
up?
all- I think
Okay.
should be accurate to what it says.
All right then. Time to hit a thing with my hands. So there. We'll go up the roof, which will take me 20 feet. Go here, and then I'm going to leap past him, and in doing so, take a swing. "30 feet away." Yes, I know. Okay, fine. I temporarily make myself 30 feet up, so Foundry doesn't complain.
Committee QOL.
This is... and then the
Ugh.
bonus attack also misses.
Yes. Make here. Oh, not the Will-O-Wisp. Aravi. Make me an insight check while you're up there swinging around. Based on how this thing reacted to you swinging at it and the last one, it seems like these things are scared of being hit and taking damage.
Apparently.
They might be willing to flee with not being hit by that many hit points of damage.
I'll call out to the group with that one. It looks like they don't like getting hit. Not that anything does, but these two were particularly flighty. Also, I don't know, 130 feet.
Okay. And on that note, Estoc will just kind of meander back out from the shadows. It seems that you all, you did the hard work for me. Oh well, you will all be coming with me soon. And he will pull out what seems to be some rolled up parchment from his bag. And we'll roll it out. It is a scroll. Thank you for complying and making things easy.
Oh god.
Okay. This is a big one. Estoc will pull out a scroll. It will, after he reads a few lines, it will burn away into ash and flame, which will go into the sky and disintegrate. We'll see in the middle, right next to Alyxend, a bead of fire will begin to expand. As you all have a moment to attempt to dodge out of the fireball.
Goodbye, Aravi. Ow!
That's it.
Luckily, he has
Listen here,
no
you little
concern
shit.
for the Will-O-Wisps.
God damn it.
That's a
Fuck
safe.
me.
Yeah.
Oh my,
Yeah,
sorry,
we
my
got it.
leg, yeah.
Alright, let's see how the Will-O-Wisp have done. Luckily, their dexterity is
Rather's
28,
Poofing, isn't he?
Definitely.
which is an insane number.
Wow, I only took 2 from that. Oh god, Roy! Oh, Roy, not again!
Look, if I die, you guys are going to deal with a wild mage. I don't care, it's okay. But fuck.
Oh, man,
Alright, the
I'm
front half of
struggling.
the building is
This man's
knocked
struggling. He
off. The
wanted to
building
make the
nearly
whole
begins to
world.
collapse. The web that Estoc had launched is burned away. A tiny crater left in the ground as you guys, some of you better than others, attempt to flee the fireball. And in the wake,
How did you only take 2 from that?
Temporary hit points.
Oh, right.
yeah.
Oh, I didn't
yeah,
get my
give,
temp HP.
Temporary
Yeah.
hit
give
points.
What was my
Roll
temp
the temp
HP?
HP and then we'll give him that
Yeah.
back as hit points. Yeah.
Let me add those 2. Yeah.
The fact that a raven survived a
Yourself.
fireball
Get
is not
7
assisting his protagonist disorder
Yeah.
right now.
I mean, to be fair, like, Alyxend walked out of that, like, it doesn't look like Alyxend's really been hit at all. Like,
Well,
Alyxend looks
additionally,
fine.
Alyxend doesn't have flesh to burn.
And I've got cloth bits. Even my cloth bits are probably mostly fine.
Oh, you have a bunch of health because you temporary hit
That's
points and you
expected.
you rolled for health. Damn. All right. Well, Estoc is satisfied with himself. And why was it still up?
So, since this is the first time Rava's died, when he dies, his essence poofs out into a almost a liquid light wave, and snaps back to Aravi and replaces that tattoo that you saw before, except instead of a roaring dragon head, it is a sleeping dragon.
Despite, in addition to everything, you get a slight bit of frustration and anxiety knowing that getting him back out is going to be annoying. But you study yourself. Homunculus Servant, what happens to that poor little buddy when he gets blasted? Yeah.
Breaks down, right? Guess.
Yeah, imagine like a puppet. Well, basically his eyes turn black and he just like
I have
drops.
to roll.
He needs to be like restarted.
Considering that the phylactery's
basically.
in there. All good.
Oh. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like
Use
that.
the phylactery as the replacement for the 150 gold piece gemstone.
How
Yeah.
funny would it be if the fireball went off and then a secondary, much
Alright, you got-
larger fireball went off?
I do have
imagine?
so
The,
shit in my
The roaring
Rolling
orange
out
and
of the
red
phylactery,
flame, and
just
then
that witch turns up.
the like green flame afterwards.
Local fishman gets charred.
Oh yeah.
Get it? Because char is a type of fish.
I think Karps has the most damage dealt to him over the course of this campaign than anybody else.
I don't know, Roy's eaten
Like-
shit like
Yeah.
almost every session.
I always go.
And Estoc will chug a potion. Hey, you guys are making it more interesting than I thought. Alright.
I don't know icons. I hate it.
The new icon. The
What
boss
does it
battle
mean?
has grown.
Is Estoc currently holding anything in that?
Estoc is now would be still holding his crossbow and a discarded potion bottle which he promptly throws on the floor. You could roll to try to see what
You
other
can stop
things he
doing
had.
that
He's
right
got a
now.
lot. He's got a lot of stuff packed under. He's prepped. He is an efficient killer.
For the sake of... Do you want to like, say screw the wisps and attempt to flatten Estoc?
I don't see why not. At this point, they may even help us.
Fish angry. Fish want vengeance.
Let's see,
Same.
how far away is he from me? Not that far.
Oh, I talked to Armbreaker once. That guy's name's Estoc. If I hit him with you, does that count as a
Does
weapon?
it count as a weapon? Wait. Oh, as in. Oh.
That's really funny.
Wait, here.
His name is Estoc.
Oh, the sword net.
Huh? What?
He hit me with a fireball, so I'm angry. His name's Estoc. If I kill him, does that count? Can you...
I can tear him to bits. But I would prefer to feast on what your human friend carries in his bag.
Deal with that later. Fine, we'll deal with it later. Faye would be more helpful for my anger.
Just gonna do one of these.
See, we did not get.
You guys did get a full rest. I believe you guys. I already
I did.
prompted you guys to get or take a
Okay.
full rest. If not, then
I still have all my spells used. So apparently I did not do that.
that's
Or you
totally
did not
possible.
say.
Okay, you can just give yourself a max or a rest, and then just revert your hit points back to 16. I don't think anything else has changed since the start of the fight. Yeah. And as you guys are doing that, Roy, you're up. Things are bad.
Dying. I would like to make an Arcana check to see. Well, I'm trying to check how the Will-O-Wisp are looking. Do they look like they are going to flee, or they are still willing to fight?
I mean, the one flew away. Everything else seems like it's coming at you still.
Okay, I'm going to stab the one in front of me with my rapier.
And that will hit. Roy slices right through the
Ooh.
creature.
Is that
What's
enough?
left of it. After taking a little damage from the fireball. And it dissipates completely.
Oh, sorry.
And
Okay.
Well, that
You can see him all crispy.
Curse.
Fireball. Trying to move and limp. Gonna move over here, bonus action. I'm going to use my flamethrower, so that's DC 15 dex, please.
Yes, one moment.
well, have you deployed your turret?
My bonus action in last one.
Yeah,
No,
it's in tiny mode.
It's in my hand.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Is there any like a 15-foot range though?
Yeah, it's 15 feet. A cone.
The thing's 30 feet up, so
It's floating.
Oh, it's 30 feet up. Oh, my bad. Oh, my bad. Then, in that case, I cannot trigger an A up, so
Take
I'm
cover,
going
valid.
guessing here.
Pretty huge.
take one of those. You're gonna need it.
Yeah, thank you.
Alright. Karps. Not very accustomed to, well, not completely against the idea of high temperatures and pressure, that of a fireball, but the charring, burning sensation in heat is not something you are a big fan of, and in the slightest.
With man over there. I asked Spart, did we check if there's traps over there? I don't want to fall in a hole.
I've pointed out the traps that were there.
Alright.
I have seen what I have seen.
I am going to lay on hands myself for all 20 of my hit points.
Oh, yeah.
For 20 hit points, I'm going to lay on hands myself.
Heal.
I'm just going to take
Yeah.
it off because I don't know what just clicking it will do.
Alright, the burn wounds subside.
And now I'm going to John Souls my way towards that man. You see me aiming.
It is, Karps has been a very lively character, but it is pretty intimidating when you see him take a full fireball to the face,
30.
pretty much remove all the wounds instantly, and then just begin to walk
Slap
over
his
to the
chest.
enemy.
And I look at him.
Approach slowly.
I look at him. I
Raising
push
your
down my
hands,
eyebrows. I'm pushing down my eyebrows, and I'm giving
Oh,
him
shit.
that I'm not
Okay.
happy face.
Alright.
How big is
it's
the
pretty
sword that
huge.
he's
It's like a oblong bastard sword. It's like almost a great sword.
I tell everyone, me hunt down man with stupid face.
And then he lunges.
Oh, sorry. That's not what I wanted to do. He's very
He does
upset.
not care. He's going over his movement.
He's very angry.
Hold me back! Hold me back!
He resists cold, not fire. There's only so many.
Alright, Alyxend.
Let's see. Spirits to the left of me, stabbers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle. I look up at the one above me for a second. Okay. This one. The world beyond. If that worked. Did that work?
Okay.
There we go.
Oh.
Resistant to necrotic, of course.
Unfortunate.
I should have guessed.
The creature does take damage, though.
And I
Okay.
also John
Bring the
Souls
sanctuary with you, and perfectly placing it over the circle over the trap pit, which is like confused me for a second. All right.
Let's see, and then I'm gonna give myself temporary hit points and go from there. Do I have any bonus ducks that I want to use? Oh, I'll bonus duck move my spiritual weapon 20 feet to hit.
I got a hand crossbow only 30 feet. Close range. You should have gotten an upgrade.
Yeah, the hand crossbow you can use in one hand. That's the important part. There we go. Let's move over there. Can't attack, but it'll sit there in case anything else moves into range.
So
Slowly
Estoc,
walking
as he
over.
backed up after his last turn, did in fact back up. He didn't turn around and run or walk. He is backing up, and as you guys approach, he's seemingly just been sizing you guys up, but not in a way that you'd expect from an opponent.
Would the dagger that I threw be here or further?
Considering it was a floating wisp, we'll say it landed nicely on top of the escaped thrall.
Okay. Is picking up an object.
That could just be part of your
a
turn. It's a
bonus
object interaction,
action?
I'd say.
Yeah,
Okay.
item interaction. You could also land on me because I plan on beelining it for Estoc if you want to get close to him afterwards.
Okay. I'm going to go grab the dagger. And since Aravi seems hell-bent on getting up close and personal, like a monk should, I'll just go
Robbie's
and grab
crouched
onto his
down
shoulder.
in a runner's stance, ready to pounce.
Oh, then I'll dig my claws into your cloak. Or vest,
Alright.
whatever it is.
You ready up and
For
Gotcha.
ease of sake, I'll put myself above him.
It's the fusion of bird, cat, and dragon.
What a weird
Yeah.
chimera.
For Kraken.
So I picked up my dagger and now I'm on.
try to
Aravi.
stand as aerodynamically as possible.
That'll end my turn.
Alright. Paula's getting frustrated with this thing that she's can't seem to hit. Let's see what she's gonna do here. Did you hit something?
I clicked that on accident,
Okay.
sorry. No.
There it is.
If Paula falls over,
She
I'm
will
gonna be very
sanctuary
sad.
herself. She's not a saving throw.
But
And given the
Thank you.
given the giant explosion that she just heard further away,
oh yeah,
she will attempt to just go and help you guys. It's just presuming that, you know, like the house exploded or something. So
Just sees the back of Karps and Ravi and Alyxend all looking at this guy over in the distance menacingly.
He didn't even give us an actual good present.
yeah,
He
the
just
Will-O-Wisp is
kicks
gonna
us
try
in
to
the face.
try to attack. It is an intelligent creature.
It's like the range players in League of Legends. That's why I stopped playing that game.
All right. Oh, is she there?
God, I wish that was me.
Another 30 feet. Alright, just looking at noticing the two Will-O-Wisp above and just kind of sighing. Alright, speaking of,
Not the way I wanted to wake up.
alright, and we're just gonna make this a little
Bastard.
simpler. These guys are all gonna pile up on Paula. Though they will have to make a
Oh, Paula.
She survived the tower only to die
Sanctuary
from
roll,
floating
luckily.
balls.
Fun fact: the fish does not like Paula. Okay, go on.
what was their saving throw?
Do only one of those fail?
Let's see.
I don't know, she's at least a level 3 cleric, so. Maybe.
Yeah, but even I only have DC 13.
The 17 the 14
Everything
both.
in her life
They both
went
succeed.
into wisdom.
But she was level 5.
So 2 attacks will come in.
Sad.
Ooh. Oh. Damn! This fellow's running away.
Fuck!
The shock hits her directly in the head. You see her rattle. As the other one does the same. Luckily, she didn't drop to 0 hit points from that. Because the following attack would be much worse. And it doesn't hit at all. Follows stumbling. At least she tanked the 3 will-o-wisp attacks. What a kind NPC.
Get in the bubble.
Get in the fucking bubble.
Get in the bubble.
This will-o-wisp has been hurt. So it will actually... this one I mean, specifically. Will disappear.
Oops. Ignore that.
This one uses its
one
actions
slap
correctly
to the
though.
face.
It went invisible first, so sadly no attacks of opportunity. That will-o-wisp has gone somewhere, not quite sure where. The other one's attacked Paula, and now Aravi, you're up.
I grumble, and as I brace myself for the charge, I sweep my hand low and jump forward, do a little flip in air, and launch a lightning bolt through these 3 wisps
Hell yeah.
as part of an attack action.
Can I retroactively hide while on his back?
Yeah. Yeah, you'd have to.
Lightning attacks. Are you sure I want to use electricity?
Well, they're resistant to necrotic. I think lightning might be okay, unless you have a better damage type.
Any other energy type? Acid.
Yeah, true. I could do acid. Why not? So it's a line of instead of crackling lightning, I whip a whip of liquid acid
Right.
in a line, and whoop.
Ooh.
Stop it! Roll worse.
Ooh.
There's one at least.
The safest
dex-
suck will
wait,
save the half.
Wait, 14 on a 5?
Maybe
These things have plus
These
9
creatures
to
have a
dex
base
save? Wait, these are-
28 dexterity. That's vanilla.
Jesus.
I knew wisps
Yeah.
were spicy, but
That's unaltered. It's 5e. They're just that tiny. Yeah. It
Well,
was. I mean,
I
it was
slapped
AOE.
him, so
and,
maybe
like,
that'll be enough to get him to run away.
You did some damage. Hopefully that is enough. Luckily, and I will say, luckily, you did not choose lightning. So good choice there, as they are all. Acid passes through their form, most avoiding most of it, but you see like a small
Good
sizzle,
call.
a tiny bit of like sizzle on them as their forms dissipate slightly from the attack. And
if the Balor has taught me anything, using any damage type the enemy also already has is
possibly
futile
more
effort.
importantly, or still
True.
important, the creatures seem to be no longer targeting Paula. They seem to either be wanting to run away or wanting to go towards you. Not quite sure which.
Well, come and get me,
Yep.
because
ahead.
I'm about to use my speed burst. So, come join me, friends.
Yeah.
Did
I
you
will
want
say you
me
could
to
just be
roll
on his back. You'd
hide,
probably
or-
like hide up in his cloak or something. So, Robbie would probably be cool with that, which I imagine he would be. But yeah,
Okay.
let's go ahead and give me a stealth check.
So that would be.
I plan to set it up once I like do
Deal.
2.0 here, where like the combat HUD, like actions that they put in, I'll tie them to actual rolls. Not sure how to do that yet though. But for now, 15 stealth check, good. And Ravi, go ahead and take your move.
Alright, I do that little flip to whip the acid out, and then
He
speed
does
boost
seem
my way
genuinely
directly into
surprised for a brief
Estoc's
roll.
face. And because I took the attack action, I'm going to drop a key point and flurry this little friend of ours.
He'll say, punch him in the shin!
He's not concentrating. Light says that, but all right, that is a hit. You are fast.
It's been a miss, but at least
Tell
I
me
got
of
some.
your people.
Trying to make small talk.
Unfortunately, I know nothing of my people.
Perhaps I could up my usual rates. You are a motley crew of sorts. Almost almost like
He tried
not in a
to
pervy way, but in like a really weird way. He's just like sizing you up, like a pointer and thumb on his chin, just sort of looking you up and down. It's very bizarre.
My guys actually think thonking as to how much he should charge for hunting us.
And that's action and bonus action. So I think I'm good.
He will do some more thinking. He'll do some more think-thonking, and he will flick one of those little spider-looking eggs towards you, or slightly behind you.
Is it a
No, but I
is
know
it a
what you're
ranged
thinking, and I
attack?
think I might allow it. It's not
Yeah.
damage, so
Let me deflect.
I'm not
Oh,
sure.
motherfucker.
We might make it a roll like acrobatics if you think.
hit it to his stupid face!
There's no damage associated with it.
How
No
does
deflect as damage bonus.
Acrobatics is
actually-
dex. I
You
would
have to,
say
you have to. It does damage, so once you
Hmm.
exceed the damage, you get to then throw the projectile somewhere else.
So I'm down with athletics check. I'm down with
Still a little contested athletics here. I think that's or acrobatics. He is attempting to sort of flick it behind you onto the ground.
Okay.
As for the AoE to not hit him but hit you. So I'm gonna cue you guys in. I will request it.
You need to roll it, or are you gonna ask for roll?
Contested roll.
Okay. Balls.
And he is.
You
He's done this
son of
before.
a bitch!
The egg will land on the ground and pop with a little smoke to it. Catching, not Vidnov, because you're not on the ground, but make a strength saving throw as webs begin to catch around you. Oh,
God damn it!
Aravi,
Guys, what
for
the
the
fuck?
time you are grappled by this. Not restrained.
Speed 0 unless you're shunted.
And
Oh,
also this is all these tiles are now difficult terrain. As before. Alright. And really quick. Your bird friend is more than a familiar, I've come to notice. Seemingly taking notice of you, Vidnov.
What a cock.
Karps now declare his new nickname will be Perf Stock.
We'll pull out another
That is
scroll.
his nickname.
The scroll will dissipate as he reads the text. And that was a
actions
bonus
does he
action,
get?
the spider egg.
I'd like to once again note
yeah.
my passive perception.
Let's do that then. Let me make sure. Let me get the details on here.
Just so it's being kept aware.
Yes, you are correct to remind me. Thank you.
Also, does reading
not in
scroll
5e.
provoke?
No, not in this edition.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
Oh, trust me, if
In
it did, I'd already
literally
have
every
a
other
dagger
edition
through the
before.
scroll.
Sucks laughs in 5e. Why is it so hard to get information on what I'm trying to look for online? Thank you. There we go.
I really protected casters with that. Like, casting doesn't provoke.
Okay. I will say your passive perception
Jazz.
specifically won't help you here, Vidnov, but you are free to make a perception check. Given the numbers we're working with here.
Yeah.
Or that you're working against. And I will... If you'd like, I can let you make that now. You can make it on your turn. Alright.
Yeah, might as well. Just so I know what I'm working with. Perception.
Nothing. You know, I mean...
God damn it.
Well, he clearly wants something. He clearly wants something.
I can hear footsteps.
There's movement somewhere. He's obviously still here, but that's all you can glean.
I can't even gleam in a direction from under Aravi.
Versus his stealth with a 10, no. Can't give it to you.
Okay. I shall pray harder until my turn to the dice gods.
Am I right?
You and me both.
Roy, you're up. And for the record, he's still in the initiative between Aravi and Roy. Even though I believe it makes it invisible for you guys.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, cool.
Okay,
He's
first of
still
all,
showing up on my side.
Same here.
bonus action, flask of healing.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Okay, so
Yeah.
plus
And you should be able to target yourself with consumables and they should auto-apply.
Okay, I'll try. I'll remember
Not an
that
issue at all.
next time. That wasn't bad. 5. I'm gonna spend 10 for difficult terrain since the trap is here. This is a
It
window,
is,
right?
however, been... It's easy to get through. There's
I
like
will-
no issue with it, so you're fine.
I'm going to go over here because I cannot pass that wall for some reason. So 15. I'm gonna go here. 20. Sorry. Do any of you guys saw or has any suspicion of the direction that that guy took?
I'm not sure that he has left in front of me, because he is also a melee fighter, so he might just be still standing in front of me.
I'm going to cast Fairy Fire over... I don't know how... Where's the ping button?
20-foot square, so...
So it's over here.
Pretty good odds.
Should be able to cover most of it. So...
Flashbang!
Flashbang
Whoa.
out!
Please catch him.
Take cover!
It's gonna be very awkward when my fish soul just ends here because I can't see him.
Oh, this is so cool! You actually display like something that I can move.
God, whenever flashbangs are brought up, I keep remembering VR flashbangs
Nice.
and like
No,
on
but-
VR shooter I'd play. How fucking violent they are.
Oh,
No, Onward has the most
was the worst
actually
with
viscerally
flashbangs.
violent flashbangs ever. Sadly, Roy. Well, first off, you see Roy coalesce some magic that I don't think everyone's seen him use before. Glowing a sort of blue. Additionally, Roy, your rapier slightly glows with the magic as well. Sadly, the fairy fire misses. Grabs onto no targets.
Okay. He will notice that the rapier is glowing still in his hand. And he's going to try to dismiss it, but he's visibly worried about it. And that's bonus action and action. That's my turn.
Are others able to see the fairy fire go off, or just the caster?
The ground is actually still
Oh, is it?
glowing, and the
Yeah.
sea drops concentration.
If you want to, Roy, you can recast it just to put the AoE down. And just give yourself back to spell slot. I figured it would just dissipate.
You got it.
Nah.
Glowy ground.
Creatures,
Oh, cool.
creatures and objects are illuminated in the cube.
Yeah, I put it over here.
It's just objects
Low
auto
area.
fail the save.
Yep. Oh shit.
What a wonderful patch of dim light.
That still improves odds.
Alright. Karps.
What? And He whispers, I guess I'll swave the lady.
I guess.
He doesn't like her. He doesn't like her at all. She was mean to Steph.
Paula?
She was mean to Stefan. He likes
Karps
Stefan
picks
more.
sides.
He picks sides. Karps picks sides.
Besides,
Oh, that's funny.
statement.
5,
It's
10,
funny.
15, 20. I staying in here. He is going to do what he does best.
Yeah,
Are you secret
baby.
flaving?
Yeah.
I'll
It's-
click for
it's
target.
Control click, right? Am I stupid?
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Assuming that the
I'm
settings
half a
save,
brain.
you know.
He's gonna like lazily. He's gonna pitch it hard, but lazily pitch it hard. He's gonna halfway chuck it. Oh, fuck you!
It is a deck
At least
save.
you got an 8 on the
These things
damage.
past deck
Which one do
saves
you-
like it's
okay.
nothing.
Yeah, I know. But I got an 8 though.
Oh.
This thing has to roll like a 3 to fail. That's not a 3.
For the record, at least this time, Karps, it was a. You're gotten better with the Sacred Flames. Sadly, this creature, just like the tiny luminescent orbed version of like Dark Souls dodge rolled out of the way. Which I understand as a descriptor means absolutely nothing.
They're
But
thin rolling.
No, as a descriptor, that means exactly. Like, we all know exactly what that looked like.
Just gonna,
Motherfucker's thin rolling.
he's gonna curl up on the ground. He's just gonna squat to
Paula-
the floor.
Paula,
and
no- wait, hold on.
suck. I hate this. I don't want to
see.
see.
Oh, that is the wrong creature. I almost just changed Estoc's token. I don't know how I almost did that. Where's it at? Paula notes your demeanor, Karps.
Sorry.
Anyway, Alyxend.
I see you.
Paula will
Yes, time
remember
to
this.
avoid an NPC for as long as I humanly can. Yes.
Vidnov is technically occupying
Yes.
Aravi space, right? Okay,
He is,
cool.
he's
That
not
refines
grappled. I
my
will say the
turn
webs,
order.
they're not a
Step
sphere.
one,
It's
though.
like pretty much like a 2D thing on the ground. Yeah, it's a disc. So luckily he's not
It's a
grappled by
disc.
that.
Good to know. Okay. Oh, got the slip. You come over here. Where's my... God damn it!
Did I ever end up making that spiritual weapon attack thing in your inventory, Alyxend?
Yeah.
No, I didn't. That's on me.
Or rather, I just click spiritual
Oh,
weapon and then
regardless.
click the attack roll micro button.
Yeah.
Just click. It works just fine. So
Mhm.
it just whiffs, and I'm sad. But I do like that idea. I'm going to raise you one better.
Okay.
When
Oh,
the
hell yeah.
DM size.
It's always prepared.
Oh, sick.
I'm a cleric of
That's awesome.
Twilight.
All right, so
No, this is good.
I see all things invisible in my line of sight,
Damn.
just 300 feet in every direction because I
that
have
moment
dark
when you
vision
see
for
invisibility and
100
you just see like a trillion spirits around you, and you go, "Uh oh, nah." I don't think I've ever described
That's
this.
kind of the point,
But
I think.
I've been meaning to for like 4 sessions because it's like important. The sun and moon on Aeternum are not like on Earth. The sun and moon on Aeternum are very, very large in the sky, very detailed, and they are not exactly, but pretty much inverse of each other. So as the sun falls, the moon rises, vice versa. On Lone, however, the moon is seemingly ever present. It shifts around the sky almost like it wants to set, but never quite does. And while you cannot tell exactly what bizarre movements it's doing in the sky, based on the fog and the tree lines, it seemingly is always ever present. And Alyxend, you manifest some of that strength, and for a brief moment, a moonlight spotlight of sorts
it initiates Sauron.
Oh.
I see you. There. I was like, they're there to the left of the web.
Impressive. And what might you be, Alyxend?
Cleric, and that's all they say.
He shrugs.
You get my job title and nothing else, sir.
Yeah, and to be clear, Tex will have a disadvantage on him, but you have a pretty strong idea of where he is based on Alyxend's help. Vidnov, you are up.
Now that I can see if I can finally do my other thing I want to do. Assuming it's standard in Viz, it will break the moment he does an action or casts another spell.
Yeah. I don't think it breaks
I
on
do not believe it
damage,
breaks
though.
on
He actually
damage.
has to attack, right?
No, but it is concentration, so
No.
damaging him has a chance of knocking it off that way.
I'm gonna go up 20 feet.
It is.
I'm assuming. Wait, invisibility is concentration.
I mean, maybe you're
I'm
smoking,
smoking.
but unrelated.
I'm gonna go there 20 feet in the air. And I'm
Okay,
going
see
to hold
invis,
an
isn't there?
action so that when he becomes fully visible, I will try to witch bolt him.
Okay, just no, it'll be an advantage because he is still, or a disadvantage because he's still invisible. You're holding it? Okay. Okay, sorry,
Well,
I misheard.
I'm waiting until he becomes
Gotcha.
visible.
Alright.
I'm readying the action.
Perfect.
Yep, and that's gonna be my
Sanctuary.
Low rolls.
Paula is a little bit frantic at the moment. She's gonna try to help herself.
Bubble now.
She needs it.
Heal first, bubble later.
Actually, that's a good point. You should definitely heal.
Yeah,
first.
she's gonna drop a third level
Yeah.
cure wounds on herself. She needs it. Just
That
all
is
the
more
way.
than reasonable. I think am I gonna burn damn near every spell I have just to take down her spells? I think I am.
Luckily, Sanctuary's still up, so she she really wants to go into the Twilight Sanctuary and help you guys and get temporary health, but she's not. She on the rest of her turn, she bonus action panics.
Bonus action panic.
But at least she probably won't
No,
go down
that's
this turn.
fair.
Crying is a free action.
Probably.
Yeah, but between sanctuaries and having health and the decent armor class, you'd hope she'd
These
stay
little
alive.
wisps got tickled a little bit. And they're jumpy, but not completely heartless. So,
Not that jumpy.
but I'm going to give them one of these. Don't worry, this is not for them to attack Paula. This is their morale check of sorts. Alright. This little wisp will pop and disappear somewhere. The others will...
I see it.
That's true, actually, yeah, you do see it. It's just moving to the west. Not going up. Just fleeing.
The ones that fled upwards.
Yes,
they also
you
just
look up and
disappeared
you
upwards
note,
in the
like,
wrong direction.
one or two just little beads just continually flying upward becomes infinitesimally smaller. Don't seem to be returning to the fight. Alright, one of these
if I
little
had
wisps will
ones,
stay
I'd
to
breathe a
attempt to
sigh
beat up
of relief.
Paula, and the other will go for you, Karps. Zap!
It's going for the fish.
Luckily misses. Thanks to Karps. Might I remind you, he's wearing incredibly bulky and like spiky metallic armor from the cast.
Oh right. You have that on. I forgot you have that on. Karps currently looks nothing like Karps' token.
This Will-O-Wisp is just kind of like angrily attempting to attack Paula to no avail. Through the sanctuary. That one's fled. Should move that one from combat. That one is fled. That one is gone. Okay. Aravi, you're up again.
You forgot your web was flammable. Sir,
Good job
not
catching
you.
that.
Estoc.
Yeah. Looking an awesome job catching that. Okay. Yeah.
Because I don't do strength.
Took a little bit of damage. Yeah. And let's see if
Well, he takes half damage. He takes half
this moment
damage,
is still
but
up. And yes,
I don't
the
have to worry
web
about
will
web anymore.
dissipate completely. Looking awesome. Hell yeah. You can,
Oh, I was gonna get him to
That
walk
brief mo-
backwards into his own web.
well, we still have the punji pit that we could eventually do
in
something
that brief
with.
second, you guys see like the fire manifest around the form that you can assume to be Estoc. So
In that case, I step over, and I'll take my bonus action.
that'd be a
smack him,
disadvantage too. So
And
yeah,
miss completely.
that's rough. It's a respectable miss though.
No, the other side of the mushroom.
It does.
But this puts me back in the circle, so I get temp HP.
Oh, yes, you are in the bubble. Eat one of these.
Yeah, and you may stop him when he comes after me.
6.
Because he's totally going to do that.
He's not gonna stab you twice and you're gonna fall over again.
He might.
I
don't have that
I
much
don't
more
like
HP.
my, yeah.
And
I have good options based on my AC, but that has proven me wrong all
will
this
have
campaign.
proven to be
Yeah.
quite a nuisance.
One more level probability.
Oh, it could be worth it. It might be the most intriguing group to come through on this pass. What to do? I'm stuck between two options. So I'm gonna flip for it. Alright. Considering he's still invisible and has a relative confidence in his ability to not get fucked right now. He's gonna take a stab at you, Aravi. He's gonna do the thing.
Does that make him visible?
Actually, I need to check one thing first. Does him being invisible give him advantage against you?
It does
For the first
grant
one,
him
yeah,
advantage for the
he's
first one.
invisible.
Yeah, the first attack definitely.
Shit. Oh, yeah, I'll do that. Other thing I want to do is concentration, so... That answers that. Alright. Shink!
You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch! God
that-
damn it!
Aravi, you're missed with your missed strike.
Did you be down about the
you
10
feel
hit points?
something grab you
my
and pull you,
God.
using your own weight against you as your arm is pushed forward and your body is just moved against your will. A blade will cut through your torso. A brutal wound.
You're not allowed any more 20s, sir. That's it, you've had enough. No more 20s for you. The other one would
Yeah,
also hit
yeah.
me, but double hurts.
It is unfortunate to have to do this
Would
to the
you like
merchandise.
Oh, he's
my-
visible now.
And another attack. Oh, look at
Do you
that.
like my witch bolt
And yes.
Letting go.
There! Ha!
From
Okay,
0 to
fine.
hero, or 0 to
Do you
0.
want
I feel-
a tea of
Oh, crap,
man?
I do feel vindicated.
To be fair, like,
Yeah.
he stabbed you before.
Yeah.
You know what's
Nice.
coming after the first one.
Oh!
Yeah, there we go.
Alright, the word bolt latches onto him, which, it's a continual effect, so I will say also if he tries to, like, escape again, unless he gets out of range, that will keep tabs on his location. for now at least. Damage hits. He has a heroism potion, so he should have the bless effect. So I'm gonna quickly cast bless on him. So just ignore this. Accidentally removed it. There you go. It's not concentration. There you go. Okay.
Blast pot. What a bastard.
Okay. Then you know.
As Vidnov's witch bolt goes out, he'll yell out, "Let's get familiar."
Protagonist syndrome kicking in hard. He's doing the one-liners.
Any wisdom saves for that? Around the table. All right, just wondering.
No, he's made enough
This
nat
happened.
ones in those. It's already
Who's gonna
cemented.
who's gonna toss this meme at?
Oh, I hate this man.
The potion of heroism. His bless can't even be knocked off unless you dispel magic him.
He kitted up. While you guys were
That's a good
in,
plan.
in the funny little tower.
We need to kill him and take whatever's left.
Yeah, Vidnov has to make any other wisdom saves for
Alright,
protagonist.
not wanting to
syndrome.
toss
They
it
will
behind you
all be a
again.
disadvantage.
Chance of that. He's gonna toss a little spider nut behind him towards Roy and Alyxend. Ooh.
Balls.
Let me see. I get rid of the fucking armor, yeah.
You guys
Okay.
are grappled for the time being. Could be you can find a creative way to get rid of it. Like Aravi, you can cut it, use an action to remove it, and the rest is difficult terrain. And
I still. Alright, boys, I got some plan.
Excellent.
I got us covered.
What's the
Do
what's the
one of
shortest, most
these.
direct to walk?
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
And that will be his turn. Facing his back towards safety and having everyone in front of him.
This is rather awkward.
Yes, he's visible.
Okay, we are able to see him now, right?
Yeah.
Okay, first of all, I'm gonna use my bonus action on my flamethrower to get rid of the web. And I'm going to use my action to cast. Roy's going to grab a small bottle from his bag of holding. Is going to start shaking it. And it's going to start going unstable. I'm going to throw a chaos bolt.
That's a hit.
Okay.
No concentration. What damage type might that be?
Let me see. What was 5 and a 1? 1 and 1. Chaos.
I love chaos.
I love chaos balls so much. I'm here at chaos.
Okay.
It's
Well,
a
goes
lightning
through.
damage. I'm going to go over here. Close to Alyxend in case we need it. Action and bonus action. That's my turn.
Alright. Yeah, it's gonna keep asking him for concentration checks because of the bless effect, but just ignore that. Karps, you're up.
Mhm.
He just sighing because he's really upset. I just ran over. Stupid
It's still-
radiant baseball.
it's still
pitch,
a-
stupid. He's swatting. He's gonna go to swat.
He's
mode.
swatting, attempting to.
He doesn't get the
Afraid
swat.
of, like the blunt side of the blade, and it just the wind just carries the creature away from the attack.
That Tokyo Ghoul with a man's head just tilted back. That's me right now.
Karps
I'm in-
pouts. Bonus action
Yeah.
pout.
Bonus action pout.
I went from John Soul's arc into depression arc already.
Chenny, could you roll the Twilight Sanctuary, please?
Oh yes, I could. I will. My sweet baby boy Roy.
Thank you for that.
That's not enough to give you anything new, but I rolled it.
It's okay. Thank you.
This bastard over here. See. Okay. Yeah, I don't have to worry about my draw section for anything else. Cool. Bonus duck. How much do I? No, I'll wait on the wisp first. I look at him. Alyxend like taps the end of their quarterstave into the ground. Their eye slit in their helmet glows as Alyxend commands Estoc, disarm.
Idea.
Ah, fuck. That
Your
blast.
tricks have no effect on me. The people...
He has +6 to whiz saves?
The people up in this
Need that
place
potion.
may be vulnerable to the influence of the moon, but my people rely on individuality and power. Cannot be harmed by such tricks. Yeah.
I hear what he's saying from across here. I'll say your people like your face. Yeah, good. He's malding. Let's leave him. He's malding. Let him mauled.
Karps, no mauling mid-combat.
My boy. I'm gonna swap this one over here. I think all is probably gonna be alright, considering the sanctuary and all that gubbins. Eat one of these.
It eats it. Alright, that thing looks like it's ready to get out of there. Form is beginning to dissipate, it's ready to leave. It's no longer having fun.
I'm gonna fight for
Taking my ball ass and going home.
Karps disappears with the will-o-wisp. They both just fade out of existence.
a full 10-foot hit. Oh, before I forget, because you were in the bubble a second ago, eat one of those. Oh, now you've got the
I can
witch bolt
imagine,
on. So
Alyxend has like a
witch bolt be
clipboard and a
witching.
pen and just like frantically writing down things, like pointing at people like, you take these, you take these. Like, that's this, I'm gonna do this. Move my search weapon over here.
Prescription here, prescription there.
Everyone needs a cleric, dad or grandpa. One
Vidnov,
of the
you're
other.
up. You still have the witch bolt on Estoc.
Would the play be just to sit 10 feet above him at all times?
On his back
It could
pocket
be.
and stab
I
his
mean,
butt.
yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Worst he can do is shoot you with his crossbow.
So I'll go to be I'll be 15 feet in the air, and yeah, I'm gonna use my action to
Oh, yeah. Roll your
cause damage.
Fat D12. It's a pretty big number.
The fattest of 12.
Oh.
This MF would have actually failed his command roll, but that bless wasn't
Well,
there. I'm also molding.
Mhm.
You could just do a slash roll space
I
D12.
rolled
Yeah.
just the damage.
Splat manually.
/R 1d12.
12's a hit or miss. Let's see. It's pretty good. Ah! Electricity digs deeper into him.
Ooh, you love those.
The light on his wings are glowing slightly with the same energy that's surrounding Estoc, and he's just glaring at him as he flies above
I
him.
do not think I have enough cages for all of the merchandise. At first I thought 2, maybe 3. The Catman from Zaya the fish individual, both rare breeds, though it seems that the bird one was more than a familiar, and the human has an excellent mind. His efforts might go to waste up here, but perhaps down below could find some use. And the cleric, first I thought some unnamed paladin in armor, though seemed to be housing something more unique under that robe. Am I incorrect?
I would roll an insight to see if he has any magic in addition to the bless. That may be the reason why he's letting his inner monologue splay out through his mouth.
He's just that confident.
Can I make an inside stupid check because I just want to know how stupid he's being by telling us all this? I may be malding, but I'm still gonna do this.
He's speaking. Oh, sorry, go.
He's getting tired of hearing his fat mouth.
Yeah, I'm more or less just trying to understand if he has something on him or some effect that allows him to more or less be casting a message of some sort.
He's talking in a way where it seems like, you know how sometimes you're working on something, you just talk to yourself, or you like to say things? He is talking as if there are no other people in the area. He does not seem to even think of you guys as people.
Okay. In that case, while Vidnov is glaring at him, he'll say, "Your mysteriousness is wearing off as you speak." I
intended not to be mysterious. I am simply doing my job. It is a part of the occupation of a trafficker to size up the goods in every manner and way.
More than just a hero hunt.
Seems that by speaking it out loud, he's like attempting to like commit it to memory. It's like he's shopping almost.
Window shopping, making a list in his mind.
I think you guys already had him targeted, but as I said that, look, I saw like 3 people targeting him. Oh, yeah, there's 4.
Yeah. Everyone, just do.
Meanwhile, Paula, who's being successfully kited. Wisp is going away. This one is still...
Hurry up and get to Sanctuary.
We'll attempt to go towards you.
It's not gonna hit you, it's fine.
She does still have it up, yes.
She still does have the Sanctuary spell up, I think.
Yep.
Has to go through a Sanctuary and her AC.
Hey, Alyxend, did I get any more temp?
Oh yes, let's see. Let's see.
Let's see.
I need all the health I can get.
Right for you. Not enough.
Does not want to.
Right.
Let's just simply break Sanctuary.
Yeah.
Cast a spell that affects an enemy. Okay.
She has any more ranged heals.
And yes.
Yeah, Sanctuary lets the healers just do healing for a while. It's like, don't interrupt me, I'm busy.
Did Paula use healing word in the other fight? Because I think this is an older token of hers. I think. Because she only has cure wounds on here. She does not have.
I don't
healing
remember.
word.
I believe
Okay,
she did. I know she did heal
probably
at
go with
range,
this.
so that would be
I'm pretty sure.
probably.
You're right, she had it. Let's add that to her.
I'll just have to rewatch the VOD from before.
Yeah, right. The advantage to recording your games. Or rather, another advantage.
I used to listen to the VODs during my bike rides to and from work.
Nice.
Ah, that's right. I forgot about that detail.
Oh yeah, it's because this happens so late. I sometimes miss out on like a few details I haven't written down in my notes. So listening back to this really helps. But now because I'm in between jobs, I have degenerate sleep schedule, meaning I'm perfectly fine now.
There you go, that should go through. Get a little bit of lag spike, but it should clear up in a second. This sometimes happens. Sometimes, I don't know if you ever did this night, when I'm attempting to close like any window, like an item, like I was closing Healing Word, I dropped to 5 FPS, and it just does not close for like 30 seconds.
I haven't gotten that. That might be an
over
automation
and over
issue
and over.
hitting something.
But, regardless, you
And then it escapes somehow.
are healed up. Paula gives you a word of encouragement. Thank you.
Eat one of those.
Who is this? This the man you described before.
They are a hero hunter of sorts. At least when we first met them, that was the circumstance.
Well, we'll just pant and sigh. This will-o-wisp will say goodbye. Going invisible, though you see an Alyxend simply fleeing. This one, the last, towards the southwest, the last one that is remaining in combat, well, attempts to attack you, Karps. Try to shock you. Zzz.
These mother...
Ouch. It actually does no damage. Nope.
Does it do actually hit point damage, or is it just your temp?
Just temp. Check something really quick.
Love to see it.
1 minute, okay. Okay. Aravi.
I love the spiritual weapon just flailing around.
Damn.
God damn it, muted. Like I was saying, how's this for a trick? I'm going to use my last key point on Step of the Wind. I'm going to speed boost myself over here. How tall is this tree?
Like, it's,
Okay.
50 feet up. It's massive. Yes.
Ooh, 50 you say?
He's doing the thing.
I will go... Yeah. I will go straight towards the tree. I will go up 40 feet. Yes. Which gives me enough to leap back at our friend here from the top of the tree. And please, God,
Jack of opportunity.
let me land on you and hit you.
Oh, right. Awesome. Hell yeah.
Step of the Wind.
And you hold on. Oh.
Denied.
Okay. Go on. Just noted. Advantage? No. But
Do I have advantage?
Damage.
Okay. This better hit.
Make it count.
I will not roll the save until all the damage is accumulated.
There we go.
At least not concentrating. What am I saying?
All right, so that's 40 feet. So that's
Yeah, I think it's
8d6.
per 10 feet. Yeah.
No, 40. It's 10 per. It's 1 per 10
46.
feet.
And
1 per
you
10 feet.
are
Okay, so
monk,
just 40.
So you ignore the damage, correct? Okay,
Let's see. I have to look at my slow fall.
But you only
I think
ignore
it's
so
enough
much.
for it to be.
Yeah, I can only ignore so much. I don't think it uses.
Having played a monk that fell through like a 4-story house.
I should have looked at this.
4th level, a reaction 5 times your monk level.
Alright.
5 times my monk level. So yes, I'm actually fine.
How did I roll this before? I'm sure I just took the damage. Well, we'll have to review that later, but
Crunch.
good shit, as Aravi uses his speed boost, climbs up with his fucking feline agility, and comes down, knocking Estoc with an impressive attack. You are quick. Only more impressive if I catch you. When?
If.
When? Ooh, this
You can't just flip that back now. You said if.
I don't know.
What's my temp HP? Because I also landed in the circle again.
Oh, look at you in the bubble. Eat one of those. Coffee in the morning.
This is. Gulp.
A greater one? Son of a...
He
My
almost
loots!
rolled
Got
max.
treasure!
What the fuck?
Literally!
Alright. Damn it, he can't do this at the same time. This sucks.
No egg for you.
What do you get for drinking on the job?
What, you egg?
And he will begin to cast a spell of his own.
Oh.
I think egg is my favorite British insult. That and
Oh,
knobhead.
you egg. Nana is another fun one of mine. You fucking Nana. Darkness. Interesting.
It's a
That's
good thing
true.
I don't need to see him to damage him.
Let me see. I believe I configured this before, where it would completely covered. I think this is it. There you go.
It's a shame only higher level light spells break through.
All right.
Fire
Within the darkness spell, you guys are unable to see anything.
Yeah.
Vidnov, you do, like you said, you do know that your spell is still grasped onto him, but other than that, there's no one to be seen.
I'm a buck. It means
Okay.
nothing.
Roy, it's your turn.
Good fairy fire, but I don't want to risk it because it's too dangerous if you do fail. Giving him free advantage is a really bad idea. What to do? What to do?
It's counted out in the darkness, assuming he doesn't have Devil Sight, which he might do.
Yeah, probably. I could try. I'm gonna try shooting. Like, I'm going to test my luck.
I just
Gotta go.
realized, is this man Drizzt? Did you make this man Drizzt?
What, Dritz Duah? No, Dritz
Yeah.
Duah got a panther. Legally distinct.
I mean, it's really similar.
I think I'm going to.
See, he's
Well, I
just
know.
trying to get his panther right now.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna be
Also,
his
Dritz Duah
panther.
isn't part warlock. He's one ranger,
You're
5
gonna ride
fights-
Aravi into battle.
You're gonna be his panther!
Listen here, sir.
I always found it hilarious how Dritz is always portrayed as like the ranger of like the group. He's only got 2 or 3 levels in ranger. The rest are in fighter and barbarian.
That's all you need to be a ranger nowadays.
Yeah, I know, right? He's got like 4 times.
I mean, what
his
is a ranger
level
if
in
not
other
like a
classes.
barbarian fighter?
That's fine. You'll get
You know?
for it anyway.
He's like, he's got the pieces.
His
not
power
even-
isn't
it's
even
not even a
real. It's a
familiar.
figurine
It's
of
familiar.
wondrous power.
Yeah.
He's more
What is a
jack-
ranger if not a
Ain't that
measly
right?
collection of classes?
He's more jack of all trades than a bard.
What did you say you were trying, Roy?
I'm going to use my bonus action to use my flamethrower in this area. It should be safe for Vidnov.
Roy's taking a bit of a chance, but
Vidnov's
yeah, out of
high.
character, we know it's not gonna hit him.
Yeah.
There is sadly no effect as the flames just disappear inside the darkness.
I'll do what I can. I'm going to use my action to ready an attack with my rapier in case I
Alright.
see him getting close to me. Then go over
I
here.
wish I had dispel magic.
That means
You're
I didn't
correct.
hear any
You're
grunts of
innocent.
pain, correct?
He will need to get out of the invisibility to hit me. I'm going to reload since I can't move.
Oh, you're cutting out. So
If you could just move me just on top
You cut out completely. I didn't hear any of that.
of Chenny. It will be good.
Full robot.
And I'll be in my
You can't have hit him.
Yeah, you cut out
can't have hit
completely.
him,
Can you
just
hear you
token
either?
Something
Ah,
moved me over here.
I think instead of moving to the top of it? Well, it's you can correct it once it gets back. But, keep it going for now. Karps. We can hear you now. Did you say moving to the top?
My bad. Internet. Yeah, I'm going to just on top of Alex. So if he comes after me, he needs to get out and he doesn't get advantage. I'm just going to ready my action to stab him if I see him.
Now to begin my
So I have to
return.
refresh Estoc's bless.
Eh.
Just ignore this. Oh.
I just want to exist.
Oh, min damage too.
Wonderful
Damn.
emotional moment.
Karps is learning a lot about what does and does not work with the sword.
Just help us kill Estoc. Screw the wisp.
Can't even see him. I already did. He's already broken. He ran. He disappeared. If he goes back, he's already disappeared. All he knows now, he's gonna come back when he chose not to come, and gonna get more depressed. He's
Karps
already
is-
done.
Karps
He's already
is
emotionally
devastated.
Oh, my boy.
Let him just
My
swat the
boy.
whips. Let him.
He stops trying to use
Morale
the
zero.
blade part of the sword and is just trying to bat it with the blunt side.
Doing nothing but Mordschlagging with a fucking
Or
wisp.
Karps. You will hear
He's coping.
Karps. You do hear a grunt of frustration.
What the hell are you doing? I can't even sink my blade into this thing. There are dozens of creatures here, yet you choose the one thing that I cannot even taste.
I look at the sword. I said, "I will get to your fucking stuff. I'm not in the mood right now. Let me cope. Shut up, and I'll feed you later."
Well, let me.
And he hits me
Yes,
against
like
the ground. So
that,
he's not
more.
having it. He's not having it. He's in a bad mood.
That
Are you a masochistic? He's not even gonna imagine he didn't hear that. He's just gonna look at the whips. He's gonna imagine that did not just say that as he hit him on the ground. He's like, no. He's ignoring that.
I'm gonna wander over
You do
here.
not.
Do I see him on the edge of the sphere at all?
Thank God I didn't leave the voice changer on.
Okay. Not on this side.
I don't see him from here.
Well. What do I want to
Well,
do?
Vidnov's technically just out of the darkness bubble.
Yes.
Do I hear
Yes,
lightning
you,
still?
and you would see Vidnov, like you said, he is above the darkness, I believe. Just barely peeking out. That is a good point.
Where's the tether?
It is
Tethered to.
Yeah.
I don't think that there's a
Let's look at the
visible
spell.
connection between the target.
Because I think it is.
Doesn't Witchbolt isn't the whole thing?
Forming a
Witchbolt, like, once
sustained
you're
arc
tethered,
of
it's
lightning
like-
between you and the target. Yes, you can see
it's
where
the
he is.
unlimited power
Vague,
spell.
vague direction. He is.
Oh, okay.
Yes, the quadrant 1.
Give me a quadrant.
Top left. Is that quadrant 1? It is, right?
Top left.
That's weird with graphs. Yes, that
Yeah.
the top left fourth.
You saying here?
Okay, let's not let's do no pussyfooting here. Give me one of these.
Hell yeah.
Technically occurs at the start of his turn, but
Just turn there.
take one of those and call me in the morning.
Yeah.
I think it's when they enter it or the start of the turn.
No, Moonbeam specifically starter stand.
okay.
Okay, just making sure there wasn't any additional effect.
Unlike
It takes a
all
second
of
for
the
it
other
to,
spells.
I guess, like the moonlight to like focus or something. I don't know.
Literally every other spell. Raise my holy symbol to the sky.
At the start of his
just
turn,
Cool down
you will-
radiant moonlight. Of all the things I've done so far, that is my
That's-
only concentration.
That's wild,
effect.
actually.
I can see the invisible with no concentration. Summon a spiritual weapon with no concentration. Twilight Sanctuary
wild.
with no concentration-like effect.
That is a
Cleric.
well,
Yes.
yeah, that's a well synergized spell list.
Meanwhile, for myself, I'm just gonna give myself 10 hit points and grumble, I guess.
Vidnov.
Over to you, buddy. It's all on you.
I'm leaving the bubble.
Alright, you see the moonbeam coming down on that corner.
Yep. And
Yeah,
the
still
tether
here.
seems to be going in this area. Okay. Yep, I'm just
Pick
gonna
a square, any square.
sit
Alright.
there and activate it so he gets damaged. Let's do 12. You can hide all you want. I'm still here.
I don't know
Oh,
if
yeah.
you can
Don't-
see, you can
don't
see
be
the
in the
damage
moonbeam
numbers if they're
at any
invisible,
point
but I
in
did move him around
It
before.
is,
I did it
not
just to
friend safe.
extra hide him. Did you guys see the numbers?
That's fine.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was not paying attention.
So good strategy.
The real Xanatos Gambit
That'd
is
be
to
funny.
actually say that, but not actually. move.
Paula wanting to run back, but she'll again be conflicted. I don't really know where she could help. That'd be helpful though. She does not know daylight. That's actually what I
Do
was
you know
looking for.
daylight? Does she know daylight?
She will heal
Would
up.
be great right now.
She can do this as
Oh,
a
damn it.
action.
She got third level slots.
Here you go.
Oh, thank God.
And then she will
There you go,
skill
Val.
herself. She'll be smart here. She'll try to position herself. So if he comes out on this side, more areas covered. Alright. Will-O-Wisp is long gone. This one is still in combat with Karps, as it is just doing 180s around you. Flips, like the parkour people do. And will shock you. Nah, Karps is defeated.
It's become a war of attrition.
just
His shoulders are
bubbles.
slumped, and he's just
It's
like,
not
he gets
a war,
shocked,
we
so
are
he's just like,
one.
"Zzz,"
We are
and he
one.
just kind of isn't affected. He's like, alright.
All the psychic and mind damage has already been in place.
Damn.
Sorry. His mind's at 0 HP. It's over.
He's becoming undead.
Well, Aravi.
Nice.
Ravi, annoyed, is going to close his eyes. Bonus action, a second wind.
Okay.
And then take the dodge action. But in the stoic kind of way, where he's actually standing completely still, just waiting for the breath of life to come.
Weird
take him.
darkness almost brings a sort of tranquility, even though there's danger around in any direction. You get your second wind. Twilight Sanctuary. Okay. I have to do this.
How about it stop chugging?
Oh, yeah.
Make that con save.
Oh, okay. Con save. Oh, what happened?
Oh god.
Alright,
Okay. Eat 7 radiant.
thing again. He's not a shape changer.
He's not a shape changer by any chance.
You have
is
now
he?
confirmed. Better or worse.
Damn it.
Okay, on his turn.
That means I know not to use polymorph on him. Oh, I can use polymorph on him rather.
That is Paulo's character sheet. What the fuck am I doing? Aravi, you feel, despite your dodge, you feel a slight prick or something. Not enough to hurt you, but enough to ask you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Is he sleep juicing you?
Okay.
You're talking, you're muted.
That is enough.
Damn
You
it! I said
feel
hopefully that's enough.
gravely sick to your stomach for a second. But you shrug it off. You steel yourself, and you almost feel like you hear a small sigh or like a grunt.
Every trick you have, and we still have you locked down.
So be it. Alright. Estoc will emerge from the north side of the sphere.
Vidnov's head turns and begins glaring once again.
He will attempt to begin to hide in the tree line. At this point, it pretty much becomes difficult terrain, so it's more hard for him. But you can tell he is fleeing.
Yes, get closer to that tree.
True. All right, Roy. You're up.
Okay, let me measure some stuff. 30.
I've got a plan. Alright, boys. I got to plan.
Oh, I also got a plan. 30. I cannot hear it. Okay. Gonna move
We haven't seen any of Estoc's features, have we?
over here.
Ah, damn it. This
Yes.
He
plan's
does
not
have that
working.
hood up.
He is just
I'm
barely
still
into
able
the
to
tree
see
line.
him, right? I'm going to go.
There's a tether of lightning connecting
The
between the
forest
bird and him as
down!
well.
I'm
That might
going.
make it challenging to hide.
I'm going to bonus action Misty Step.
Full of surprises, are we?
He's brave. Hero.
Payback, bitch. I'm going.
Damn!
There's a psychic damage from that.
16.
I know, what are you wanting here?
Yeah, damage to take a second.
You don't look
I don't
mad.
have that hit.
Yeah, he's dude.
He's even normal man, unlike the wisps.
The hunter becomes the hunted. A fitting end to my story.
This is only the beginning. That's the worst part about this. His roll is still bright pink for some reason. Bonus action, movement. Yeah, that's it.
All right.
That's my turn.
Badass. Meanwhile.
By the way, I don't know if you are going to roll the D100.
You don't get it. You're not
Talking
the
about
bubble.
special
No,
little sword.
that's
interaction.
for the DM. Yeah.
Oh.
Which are no effect at the moment.
Yeah. I'm scared and curious,
That's
but
fair.
more curious than scared.
Valid. But Karps, you are up in your infallible battle.
Since he is mopey, he does see the man left the thing, but his motivation is very bad. He will go back to slapping the wisp. He's still coping. He could do something,
Like
but he didn't feel
Swaggerfly.
like it. And he misses again.
Buddy.
My buddy.
And he looks at the sword just saying, like, if you say one thing, I'm putting you in the hole.
There are no words.
He's giving the eye, like, no, don't say anything. Good.
You feel the judgment instead.
He is like, can my friends just kill that man so we can just go lay down now? I'm tired.
Yeah, Karps did just wake
Oh,
up.
go back to
Just
sleep.
lay down.
But he also did,
He
he
wants
also did
another
get
long
blown up by a
rest.
fireball. So, you know.
Use
there's
nothing,
an
none of
argument
his
to be
slots.
made.
Can I not hit
You
this
and the spiritual weapon share a look of mutual understanding, Karps.
It hovers amongst you.
I would
Much-
like to
much
free
like the
action
wisp.
hug the spiritual weapon.
Yeah,
The spiritual weapon hugs you back. It has no arms, but it hugs.
the top of the mace is like a head. It kind
It's warm for some
of
reason.
positioned itself over your shoulder.
Now that I see him, I use my action to rake the
Yeah, right.
moonbeam over across his space.
As is fitting. Constitution save, I believe, right?
Checkmate.
Alright.
Oh,
That takes the moon a little bit to to get over there.
Yeah,
It
yeah,
has to focus. It's very far away.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'd say checkmate and be cool when in my turn.
Alright.
Stoic dominance.
Vidnov
Very
just going to glare at him and activate the Witch Bolt. Just to make sure. Might as well
Why
make
such-
sure that damage is done.
Yeah, you're right.
Damn right. Alright, with everyone, the moonbeam coming up behind Estoc. Roy, ready to swing again. With an unexpected swordsmanship. Vidnov's electric current focusing through Estoc's body, becoming stronger and stronger with each passing moment. Aravi, presumably, running up a tree, getting ready to deliver a final blow. With all of that, Estoc is knocked to the ground. Things fall out of his pockets, and he falls unconscious under the moonbeam, under the maddening moonlight.
Since I still have things I can do on my turn. I'm going to, against what I was told, go into the moonbeam on top of Estoc.
Oh my god.
Oh, does this revert
Well,
you to
make a
whatever form you had?
Constitution save.
I'm going to pull out my silver dagger and state above him, regardless of whether or not he can hear me. I will ensure no one remembers what happened to you today. And I'm going to ensure that he's dead.
My god.
Good party, by the way.
Make one of those funny Constitution saving throws against the moonbeam,
Oh,
would
boy.
you, buddy? Or pal,
Oh, yeah,
or friend,
absolutely.
or chum. Are you a shape changer by any chance?
Nope. But I do have a -1.
Eat. Oh god.
Oof.
That's a decent amount of moonbeam damage.
eat 14, of which I
make
think
a roll.
a chunk
Oh, you're
is
already dead.
absorbed by your temp hit points.
It's fine.
And
Yeah, I did, yeah.
at that point, I dropped the concentration, not thinking you'd fly into the moonbeam.
And I'm just gonna wipe my silver blade off
As
on
you
him
do that,
after
Vidnov,
driving it through his heart.
you realize that you're within the radius of potentially dangerous attack and hits you, and you attempt to resist it, and it hurts. It ravages your skin, and for a second, your skin, your feathers, what's under it begins to look like it's boiling. And you are racked with an immense pain as you guys witness Vidnov just scramble for a second as his body is just like, it looks like being torn apart from the inside before it concentrates again for a second. And he's unarmed. Or just
What?
unharmed past the damage of the attack.
That's still weird.
Hell yeah.
Now I'm gonna start rifling through his shit.
I'm going to assist you.
Alright, let's do a little cleanup here. Go ahead and top
Gonna
everyone
make
off
sure
as
everyone
your
has temporary hit points.
Light Sanctuary. While the moonbeam begins to drop. Yeah, anything left.
That
is,
wisp disappeared.
Or actually, actually no, that thing's still in combat with Karps. Here's what we're gonna.
Is it still
Karps
fighting
alone
him?
gets up.
Is it still fighting
No,
him?
no. Here's.
Just let it kill me. Just let it be. Let it over. Just let me die.
There's going to
Let
be
me go.
a contested battle of wits, of attrition between Karps and the will-o-wisp. So you should make a wisdom check.
Tested whiz save.
There's no will left. There's no
Karps,
will
there might be trickling bits, if
Karps
not
stays
no
at
will
disadvantage.
left, but you at least don't stop
It's like
attacking it
anger
before
rather
it
than
disappears
will.
on its own, at the very least. And you might be able to convince yourself that maybe you scared it off, at the very least.
He slumps. He's just depressed. Now he's just on the ground. He's just like, give up. He's depressed. He's like, just leave him alone. He just wants to be alone now. It's like, ugh. He wants to be alone.
Everyone gets cookies.
Everyone gets cookies.
Everyone
Everyone gets cookies for the next 10 minutes.
The very ominous, threatening line that Vidnov did. I did roll to see if he would do what he was doing or not. But you know, disadvantage.
Estoc
wisdom
is
save
definitively
against
dead.
The, protagonist.
Any potential
issue.
answers he could have given are now lost, but you guys are at least somewhat satisfied.
Don't worry. If you hadn't done it, Robbie was gonna.
I mean, if you guys give me 24, give you guys me 4 hours, I could perhaps speak with
baby.
dead.
Hell yeah.
Vidnov will.
I mean, we
while
don't need the whole
rifling
body.
through,
We just need the head.
He'll glance up at Roy. I'd rather make sure that he doesn't return to assault us.
I understand. I think that's a good idea. I will have done the same.
If we have no use for his corpse when we're done finding what's on him, I would rather that we ensure that there's no way of him coming back.
Oh wait, no, it's not. That
Sounds
makes
like a plan.
sense.
Maybe we can put him, well, bury him and hide his body, at least, in case he has like some backup coming.
He was a
There's
human
nice
trafficker
pit
as
over
well.
there.
That's a good point.
That's a good idea.
It's a shame we couldn't get any answers, but the heat of battle and things come at you fast. I'm gonna say Alyxend somehow didn't hear your final line over the lightning bolt or something.
I mean, this guy was hired. Maybe he could have something on him that might.
So,
point
two
us
things
in
of
that
note
direction.
immediately. One, you guys can go rifle through his belongings. He has his Estoc, of course. Where's the token for that? There you go.
free cookies for you.
Why is it being weird? There you go. It has his Estoc, functions as a rapier essentially. I believe I was using the short sword macro when I was playing as him, but it is functionally a rapier. And let's see. Let me just prepare that before I go to the next thing. Rapier. All right. Anyone grabbing the sword? Alright. His hand crossbow.
I'm okay.
He has one more of those tiny little spider egg looking things.
I'll ask if Roy is comfortable holding on to the rapier for me.
Alright. Go ahead and add that for
I'll
you.
grab it.
We should take a look at his rapier a little bit closer to see if it would qualify for the weapons that they want from it.
I'll also cast Identify on it while I'm.
For some reason, whenever I give it to you, it
gives
it to you as a short sword, which is very bizarre.
And I like to make sure.
So, I'll fix that later, but it'll just be a short sword in inventory. Let's give you guys a description. Identify reveals nothing. It's just a mundane weapon. It is of a make that you guys can make checks if you'd like history or whatever you want. But
would Identify also give me
just
every
magical,
detail about it, or just magical details?
It just gives you magical details.
You could say you could have done it as a ritual.
waste of a
while you're
spell.
sitting here. But yeah, you wouldn't know exactly yet if it qualifies as a weapon. It's a weird make. It's a weird type of blade you haven't really seen before. But he also has one of the spider. Yeah.
You learn if it was created through a
spider egg
spell,
things.
if
He
it
has
was.
studded leather armor, a potion of greater healing, and a flask of healing. And the last thing he has is a scroll of mirror image.
Should have used it, you asshole. Ah.
I think I could do something with that scroll in the future, if I have enough time to look at it.
I will say one other thing. You saw a spell dissipate from him as he died. There's another spell affecting him. I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
There
That should
was
be
a
it.
spell on there.
There are a few discarded. Oh, that's another thing. Empty, fancy potion bottle, I'll say.
From
you're
the
not.
other...
The potion of heroism he dropped on the floor towards by the mushrooms.
Or the other
Seems to be
greater
something
healing.
else.
I would like to try to grab it and try to look at it, and maybe give a look and study it based on I have the advanced
With that,
Alchemicus.
I will say, Roy,
Okay.
you find a drop or two of whatever the substance was left. And through a process, you're able to identify it as a strong poison. Not one that is
Oh, that's what he tried to poke me with.
I don't want to say one. It's not more strong than you've ever seen, but it's more unique than you've ever seen.
Sable die?
It has. Well, I'll give you that for free with the advanced alchemy kick, but I will let you make an advantage roll for a little more information on it. Let's get. That should roll.
Would try.
That should roll correctly. Yep.
With
yes.
advantage, right?
Don't forget he had a
13.
mirror
It
image
has-
cross.
Fuck. 13.
Basic
yes,
basic
the
poison
scrolls.
effect. However, if an individual was especially susceptible to it, aka failed their save by a lot, there would be additional effects.
Ah, order of success poison.
I will
That's terrifying.
take
It is.
whatever is left.
Thank God for my initial success.
I will take what is left in the flask, even if it is 1 or 2 drops, and put it like in a small vial, so I can study it in the future and see if I can either
Perfect.
identify it
Sounds
or
good.
replicate it in the future.
So besides that, he has crossbow bolts. He has his crossbow, which is pretty mundane. Again, potion of greater healing, flask of healing, studded leather armor. Any takers? And the scroll.
I'll be taking the scroll if no one is against it.
I'm gonna bury him in a minute,
That's
but
fine.
I should probably grab one of the flask of healing, I guess. That's the weaker one, just in case.
If no one wants the studded leather, I'll also ask that Roy keep that with the rapier.
No, glitch is happening again.
Grab it.
Since you said you had the bag of holding, right?
Correct.
Yeah. You figures it'd be okay sitting in there.
By the way, who besides me is taking the most amount of damage? Because I have healing, but it will be good if you guys...
we could take a short rest.
No, I mean for the flask of healing and the greater healing potion.
Oh, right. Aravi and yourself tend to take lots of damage. Karps is somehow mostly fine.
If I take the
You grab
flask,
the,
you should take the
studded
greater
armor, right, Roy?
because I have a bunch of other
And-
healing mechanics.
You grab the studded armor?
It also doesn't work on me.
I have the stellar armor and the Estoc
You should have that. You also have the spell
Vidnov
scroll.
gave to
And...
Roy.
Okay. So who's taking the potions? Oh god, it's hot in here.
Also, after we have did that out, Roy is going to look at Vidnov and say, so I know might be a little late since we grabbed all the cursed things in the armory, but my rapier started glowing in the middle of the fight, and I don't know what's happening. Do you think you could lend me a hand and try to check what's happening?
Of course.
Thank you.
And I'll spend time ritualistically using ritual to cast it.
Is everyone all right here?
More or less. How about the, we're talking about them.
Yeah. You guys are fine. I'm not worried about you guys.
I don't know. Karp's mental aptitude may have taken some damage.
He'll be fine after some chalky milk.
Someone said chalky milk?
But Alexand's chalky milk is just
wait,
dust.
it's dried
It's
milk.
just expired beyond all belief.
Aww.
Or it's like... It's
No, it's
just
not
dried
even dried
powder.
milk. It's just
Dust.
dried,
Dust. It's just
fermented
dust.
milk.
Oh, god.
Like, tasting it now would be like tasting mushrooms that were crushed to dust.
1 second. There we go. Okay, so Vidnov, you help, or do you cast ritually on the rapier? Alright.
Yep.
Bit of
Or, the...
consistency between
Yes,
the two,
yeah,
so
the
we'll
rapier.
quickly put them together. No, that's fine, actually. So, Vidnov, this weapon is resists in a way. It's bizarre. You haven't had this happen before. It does not want you to understand certain aspects of itself, and in that way, it seems to almost have its own like magical protection / almost an intelligence to it, or an intelligence behind it. However, it is still entirely possible. I'm going to... Where are you? There you are. Have you make an Arcana check to try to push harder and get the details about this skill, or weapon.
Ice God's favorite.
18? Plenty. You break through. Nope.
Hey, that's
I learned
better
some
than
damage
most of my rolls tonight.
But you break through, and you're able to successfully identify the rapier in its entirety. Roy, I am going to fully reveal all the information about the weapon.
You can drop the statuses on Vidnov.
Alright, so there's a little bit of history along the weapon. The plane of Fairy is an echo of our own, one influenced by the heart and spirit of those in the material. Not all Fae, however, wish to have their world dictated by the whim of the material plane. This weapon was forged in that very spite. Curse. When attuned to this weapon, when you attack, you have a 10% chance of slowly transforming into a Fae creature. After 3 of these instances, the user has their creature type magically changed to Fae. Additionally, the user must succeed on a charisma or DC 14 charisma saving throw if they ever attempt to tell a lie. If you fail, you cannot get the words out. That by itself isn't huge, but there are implications to the first half. That being turning into a Fae creature. You hear that, boys? That simply identifying the weapon isn't enough to suss out all those things.
Would it make you like an artificer that hates the material, like material in general?
Funny.
That'd be something.
You hear that, guys? We may not have a human in the party for long.
I will finally get dark vision.
Yeah! Roy just starts
this is an absolute win, bro.
You see his eyes like perk up at a certain point, and you're like, uh-oh.
He just willingly...
Burns faithless.
Yeah, so I'll of course relay everything that I've heard, or that I can disseminate through the magic. From what I could gather, and then go through all of that, couldn't quite peer deep enough to understand what it's meant with being altered, though.
Well, I do have a couple of experience with these guys. I mean, it's hard to explain it. Something felt familiar about this rapier. It kind of reminded me of someone. I'll be careful with this, I promise. But please keep an eye on me in case of something happens.
Vidnov will give a slight nod. I'm sure all of us will be keeping an eye on everyone, since most of us took something.
Yeah. Having said that, I am the one that has 6 of those stuff with him. And a crystal with power that's probably coming from a lich, and some soul stones. So, yeah.
Roy's got a fun inventory.
I'll be sure to keep an eye on you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm gonna take dual wielder and pick up the hell hammer and dual wield the heaven hammer and the hell hammer.
No, wait, I'm just going to open the bag of holding and make sure that the soul thing is not doing anything weird inside there.
Paulo will begin to bring Estoc's body reluctantly over into the more lit up area in the center.
Could I try and make a perception check to see if I see the vial of the potion of heroism?
Here-ish. It's just on the ground. It's just been discarded.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Vidnov will just gesture towards the pit.
Alright, well before that, I need to resolve how things went for these guys down here. As I'm sure Alyxend is quick to check up on.
Look, loot will still be there when you come back to it.
Let's see. Well, the fighting
people are
has
dying.
since resolved after about we'll say one combat round before you guys finished your whole deal up. That being said, the number of individuals that you have to bring to Ebonwall or get into Ebonwall has decreased. Here, can't see. We did that
No.
3 times. That is not his roll, but I clicked on by accident. So, okay. Well, that's good. That means
Oh no, Jimmy.
that 2 of the will-o-wisps that were in there did essentially nothing. But the one did a lot. So it's over here. Alright.
Oh god.
Alright. Door's open. A battered Thrall escapee leader will come to the door. Not quite as safe as we originally thought. Those things came out of nowhere. Took some of our men. Come on. Come on, everybody. You know the drill. We gotta burn the bodies. We gotta move. Alright, a poor little pup,
Alyxend will help you anyway, that they can.
priest thrall, and 2 normal thralls have fallen.
You know what, before I
Alright.
before I go any further, everyone in here is getting some cookies. Everyone gets cookies.
As they
You
all
get
pass through,
cookies.
you hand them their cookie.
You get
They,
cookies.
like the movie theater exit. They all go, thank you, thank you, thank you. They're a bit shook, but they've almost. You'd think they'd be more messed up. They're like ready to go already. They've been through worse. They've probably started off with an even larger group. God damn! All right, doubling everyone's health.
Man.
Holy hell! What happened over here?
These
Who's
guys
this?
get cookies, damn it.
No one.
Ah,
Just the
I'm
prick
not
that
sure
wanted
if-
to kill us.
I'm not sure if you recognize them, but he was that hero hunter from...
Good work. Yeah, I guess I can hardly recognize him like how he is, but I guess yeah, the robes are familiar. Great fucking work. You guys are the real deal. We all understand what we're going through and what we're putting ourselves up to, and we didn't immediately surrender ourselves back to the hags. No need to waste time feeling sorry for us. We can do that when we're dead.
Very well.
Do you happen to know who employed this one?
Well, he was going with the apostles. But the apostles are working with the hags, apparently. At least in some capacity. Vidnov, you wanted me to
It all leads
toss
back
him
to
into
these
the
bloody hags.
pit, but if you give me some time, I think there's a chance that I could teach our cleric friend how to communicate with him beyond the veil. Might be able to get your answers there. We would only need to keep the working part of the mouth, the skull, rather.
I am aware of such things, but I will need to practice and focus on my connection to my powers beyond. It has been slow pulling what I once was back together.
Well,
It works, but I wish for us to erase him.
well, I could help in the future
At all
with that after a
possible.
rest, but you are all, of course, free to do what you want with him. He's wronged you more than he has us. Just keep his skull intact, I suppose. Really quick.
can wait
who
for the
took
erasure
the
until
greater
we're
healing potion. Who
finished?
took the flask of normal healing? Okay. Let me give that to you.
I grabbed the flask.
The potion.
And I will remember that
Remind
I have
me,
this.
Chenny, to give you a macro for a spiritual weapon. Doesn't make you have to go back and resume the spell slot.
Okay, no, there's by clicking on the by just clicking on it and
Oh,
then
that's what you do,
underneath
gotcha.
I can click on the attack roll button. That doesn't eat the
Right.
spell slot. Yeah. And I'm going to take those 2 copper pieces
Oh,
I
how
took
can
from
I
the
forget?
kobolds
He
earlier
has money.
and gentle repose him.
Only 50 gold pieces and 160 silver.
Money.
Yep.
Ours now. Who wants to be
Money bearer,
money
money bearer,
bearer,
coin.
bearer of the money?
Hold of the currency, bearer of the money.
I'm down.
I like the idea of Alex having
you
more
were,
things metallic and
Or
a
a
lot
bag
of
of
things just
holding.
jiggling as he walks. So. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
It's a
True.
rattle, like a tin box. No one's sure why or how, but
50. Yeah, 160
People start
silver,
linking
50
gold
gold.
did you say?
construct under there. 160, right?
You could roll mending again, but it will be basically +2, so.
Oh, God.
Oh shit. Sorry. I'm
Uh,
lagging. I'm lagging, sir.
I've noted down the coinage. It only weighs
Alright.
the money only
Yeah,
weighs
Roy,
4 pounds, so it's
puts
fine.
his guy
I
back
can still
together.
carry that.
Alright. Oh, did you already add the money?
He's a good boy.
Oh, give me more. I'll retract that. Okay.
I
good
added the
then.
money to my inventory.
Sock. And he does have his robes, but I don't think anyone wants those. Tattered and already cut through a bunch. Okay.
I'll take his
That is, for the
cowl
most part.
if it's still in one piece.
See, I gentle repose him. The gentle repose
Yes,
requires the
yeah,
whole
you guys still have
body.
the cards.
Well, we still have
Yeah,
those
that's
cards.
fine.
We
You
get
don't have
carting
tokens
around.
still, but yeah, you have them.
Hmm.
Why did we want to gentle
but-
repose him?
Do you want to speak with him later?
Mm.
And I can just ritual cast gentle repose anyway, and it just keeps him fresher for longer.
Alright. With the
True.
corpse freshened, do you guys dump the rest, the remains, into the pit? All of them, okay.
I think right now we're keeping all of him, but once we're
Okay,
finished,
gotcha.
we'll be disposing of him one way or another.
Yeah, I realize now I could.
Yeah,
you could
just have
theoretically
someone to do
gentle
it.
repose forever.
Yep.
You could just keep a body fresh for literal ever. I wonder if that's happened. Like,
Yeah, get a
you
little
know,
servant or something
They like
to
leave like someone's laid in state. They just keep gentle reposing them forever.
I believe in Critical Role's current campaign, they kept a body going for a while. I don't remember how long it was, but I
There's
think
a lot
it
of
was
potential uses,
around
especially in a
10
world where
days or
there's
more.
Hmm.
awakened undead, presumably, walking around. Be a lot of implications there.
Well, yes.
Roy,
Well, you know there are
repairs
awakened undead
his
walking around.
poor little
Sweats
buddy.
nervously.
Yes.
Named Buddy, by the way.
Yeah.
There you go.
I suppose you could also do a thing where the party member's fallen, but you're all like
Thank
low
you.
level, so you just gentle repose them until you get raised Revivify.
Well,
It's a daily ritual. Or
Come
however
on
long
now.
the pose lasts.
10 days. You get 10 days with Genitor Pose. And all you have to do is keep the 2 copper coins on his
anything else the
face.
party would like to do in the dilapidated town, in quotations,
Speaking
of
of which-
Evanside?
I'll take a scrap of Estoc's own clothes, and just basically blindfold him, but have the copper coins
I'll
under
hop in
the
the cart.
blindfold so they don't get knocked off or anything.
Karps
That's
is
an old trick I used to do.
brooding in the shadows at the moment. What's on Karps? What's on Karps's mind at the moment?
Wait, what? Is he being Batman?
He's hanging out. All right.
Yeah, nothing. He's just there. He just wants to keep going.
What was the escaped school leader's name again?
What?
You had a name.
No,
What?
it disappeared
what's
again.
Sir's name again?
We lost it
What's
again.
the
Oh, it's
escape
no. I
school
read it
leader?
out. It's Harry.
Was it
Put it in his bio. Thank God.
Harry.
You're a thrall, Harry.
After dealing with the other Thrall's bodies, burning them as they say,
Yeah.
I just stand amongst them.
That's
just
easier than the
word
way
of
we do
radiance
it.
until they're
It
just
smells a lot
silvery
better
ash.
too. Really, the only without the help of a cleric, it's really the only appropriate way to dispose of a body here.
I see.
Yeah.
It's good to know, regardless.
All right.
We
So-
march.
That's our motley crew. Let's get Karps over here. Begins to travel back along the path. A brief. Oh, that trap's already discovered. Never mind. Party will go along the path for roughly another hour or so, until you guys see what seems to be a large cliffside. As you get closer and round a bend, you notice that there is a large outer and inner section wall jutting out of the side of the cliff face. As you get even closer, you begin to see buildings popping out of it and light. As you get even closer, you see the gates, and you hear life and movement in this barren land.
Mhm. They do move in herds.
Large walled herds.
Alright.
Mhm.
Before next session, I'm going to probably give the rest of the thralls tokens, now that they have more significance. And, names. Alright.
I
Rearranged
like to
in
have
time.
all of their names.
What do they like? Tell me,
They're
tell me
goals,
each
they
of
like
their
us.
3 favorite things.
I mean, yeah, actually. I mean, I
As-
think Alyxend
as-
would actually talk to them about that, because they haven't really had the chance to be free.
The more sessions we do, the more I start seeing Alyxend as like a really, really caring grandmother.
Giving out cookies, making sure nobody dies.
Guys, go ahead
Are
and
you
load in.
doing all right there, Sonny? I wish you all the best.
Hell yeah. And no hiccups on
Yeah,
even
that
on the
load
thing
was
that I
way
thought I would
faster.
still have,
Hiccups?
so
I am loaded.
that's very reassuring. I made it. It was very
There you
fun.
go.
Generate this town map. It's beautiful.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I've ever
I
since I
recognize
made
the
ever since I
incarnate
made
as
your
it's very
guys'
nice.
first town map, Silverbank, I really fell in love with the idea of making the town maps like isometric like this, and then just doing interiors or not doing interiors at all. It's easier to do. I don't feel obligated to like make
It's
every
much
single
more
interior.
Might
visible.
and,
convinced me
like,
as well.
repeat roof assets and stuff. Feels nice. Tell me when you guys are all loaded in.
I'm in.
Good.
Alright.
Loaded.
As you guys approach, before you even get this close, you hear someone shout, Marias, there's a group! And you hear some movement. The moment they seem to recognize that you're not an immediate threat, as you see 3 guardsmen at the wall. Hello. State your purpose and your name.
Greek. I am Alyxend. Myself and my companions seek entrance.
And under what do you seek entrance? And for what purpose?
Shelter, supplies.
Your adventurers, you have
Plan
means
on
of
moving
trade,
north once we're
commerce.
ready.
We have
We-
coin, if that.
Alright, give me one moment. They'll speak, and it seems like they're waiting for someone. Eventually, a woman will appear up on the top of the wall. And who might all you be? Are you guys from Gura? Some of you... Alright, take it you guys are
Some of
sent
us
here, came here on that mission. Are you guys stopping here before anything, or have you already braved the wilderness?
We're going to return, eventually, reporting what success we've had.
Yes, and what might that
As far
success
as the
be?
wilderness, we've been through a good bit of it.
It is very...
Have you any
Well, we've
proof of
been
this
in and
feat?
out of the cast. Looks quizzically at some of the weapons.
I
Karps wearing
hold up,
armor from it.
I hold up my angelic warhammer.
Ah, yeah,
I
yeah, all
just
your
step up
armor.
in front.
Okay, spoils of
wave.
war. She'll speak with their guardsmen up there. Understand that there are a lot of rules to this city. Clearly are newcomers, pass-throughs. For one, holy men, women, individuals are allowed and permitted. But outright worship of any good or evil god is not. Is that understood?
I see. Good and evil. That is tenable to myself.
Alph will quietly whisper a draconic prayer to is it Leator?
Leave our prayers at the door.
Since he's currently
yeah.
outside the city.
It also seems like there's more questions. It doesn't seem like they're letting you in quite yet. Understand that if we let you in, we'll have to check each and every one of you as an inspection. Just protocol. Make sure you don't have any marks on you, brandings, or of any foul origin. Do you comply with this?
We do. Those behind us do bear these marks. We are planning on taking them as our...
Under your care. Okay.
Taking them
Perhaps
under
you
our
can work
care,
around
if
that.
you will.
You do understand that individuals like that are not permitted to be citizens in any capacity, correct?
Again, we're planning on moving north eventually.
No. They will not
We'll
be earning
see if they can earn citizenship,
They can leave
and
with
if not,
you.
they'll travel with us.
It's one thing to let them in as, for the duration of your stay, if you plan on moving, but we cannot make them citizens. It's simply too dangerous.
What makes them so dangerous?
The hags bear a
to-
mark that they put on all their thralls for this.
to you.
It's quite unfortunate. I'm not saying they're lesser, they're not people. I understand their strife. We do more than many would, in fact. But the branding allows the hag's influence to, or it makes them more susceptible to the hag's influence, and at best, and at worst, in a large group like that, it's can potentially allow the hag's influence directly. Something that we cannot, bar anything, allow inside of our walls.
Is it possible
I
to
haven't seen
remove
it.
the brand
Even our resident hag,
without
that is
having to
in
amputate
captivity,
limbs?
who has volunteered to help us with this, has had no success. The burn is not eternal, but it is linked and bound to the individual hag that created it.
So
That's a
you're
fairly
saying
easy
all we
solution.
have to do is slay the hag that put the brand there.
We are good at killing things.
Well, based on your spoils, I believe you that
So
far, but
far.
it's certainly
the
easier
floor.
said than done.
Touche.
If nothing else, due to simply a matter of distance.
Would it help?
Absolutely.
To
It would be,
eliminate the hag.
Meaningless
that put the
mark at
brand
that
there?
point. There have been instances of thralls who've miraculously had their brand disappear, even large groups of them. Presumably their hag defeated in some unrelated combat. As for any
Slay
other means
hags
of
and
removing
topple
it,
their marks
nothing
disappear.
like that. Well,
Understood.
those that have been explored, but no success. Also, I would like to see the face of the individual I'm speaking to. They'll come out during inspection anyway.
Very well, but well, I humbly request you withhold judgment if anyone is of that sort.
Aravi steps forward and
hold on,
positions
hold on.
himself so that if an arrow was shot,
These
I can
people-
deflect it away.
I don't know how much you know about them, but they are constantly, similar to the Howlers, but to an even more severe degree, at odds with both the light and the dark. I don't think they would take kindly at all to your form.
Perhaps, but I walk the tightrope between what people would call light and dark.
A rather perfect fit, actually.
Twilight is the sucker for all, as all.
Twilight does
need
many
rest,
things.
One way.
Are you speaking to
another.
her? Or are you just speaking to the group? Okay.
That's
Twilight does
in
many
general.
things. It
If
is not
she wants to say anything,
balance.
by all means.
It is, for one hand, yes, it brings us a calm peace. On the other hand, it is also this power of the Howlers. Such a power is not something we are never at odds with.
Is it now?
Though it is not, I suppose, evil by any means, or even particularly benevolent. Such a power is acceptable here.
Myself, my order, from the lands I once walked. We are. Yeah, then try to find like the right
He's
words.
trying to figure it out,
the right
yeah.
middle of the road words. How do you describe I am
Does anyone else
undead
care to pipe
without
up any
saying I am
worship of
good or
dark
evil?
sphere of the white gods? Anything you would like to know before inspection? I'm getting some more guards down here to be safe, and then we can proceed. We have nothing else to say.
I'm
Oh,
not exactly an active
Hold on.
worshipper, but I do worship.
where is he from? Noticing that the bird talks. She doesn't seem to.
I can
I'm
speak
also a
for
talking cat,
myself.
Adam.
Mainland, if that helps.
Impressed, and you've never had any dark dealings? You have never made any individuals the supernatural angry in any way? Do you possess a brand like these individuals
Not that
do?
I'm aware of. Also, not that I am aware of.
I'm afraid we'll have to.
You wish to ruffle my feathers.
Not something.
He'll
that's
like bristle his feathers.
Type of individual we are familiar with exactly, but all who seek refuge against both the dark and light are welcome here. Your form is not, in and of itself, an issue, unless that form is, of course, directly made by the hags or Vendra herself.
If it assists at all, I more passively worship Leviathann.
Yes, and that is where this is not going to work quite well. Understand that the goodly gods of the Church of Gura maintain a strict oppression upon the very city you attempt to walk into, correct?
I wish not to order anyone
Tenants of
around.
Light, or hardly even... They are whimsical and foolish. And they don't even go along with the things that the Church of the White is doing.
This sounds like a philosophical debate, one that we are not entirely on the other side of. But I thought you said that those who wish were holy men were welcome as long as they didn't worship within the city.
Well, I meant clerics, paladins of the sort are allowed such that they do not draw direct strength or worship any of the aforementioned gods. Exceptions can be made, like you said, as a passive worship. I do not believe at a glance for you to be some diviner of any sorts. So I suppose this could be ignored for the duration of your stay. Though no, we'll be keeping a watchful eye. As for you two...
Vidnov will kind of turn to the rest of the party. For a town that probably doesn't get a lot of trade, they have a lot of rules for people with coin.
They live in a world that is enveloped by darkness on one side and invaded by the light on the other.
As for the two of you,
It does make sense.
cloaked, robed individual in the helmet that I believe I wish to see the face of, to no avail, and the one wearing the dark, brooding, spiked metal armor in the back. So whom do you follow?
This
Holds
Yeah.
up fish.
Are you a paladin of fish?
He has a thing for his fish.
You know what? Whatever they say. Karps just he's like, everyone makes fun of my fish. Can't even hit a whiff. Can we
he's
just
in a
sleep
bad
in the
mood.
trees?
He's in a
I don't
very
like
bad
new
mood.
people anymore. Everyone's an asshole here.
Like
He was
Alyxend
fighting a
says.
wisp.
They're taking care of themselves. Relax. Besides, the trees will probably eat you and your fish.
That's fine. I'll just give the
Well, if
fish
you want some
to Roy.
advice,
I'll
the
just leave
low
the
branches
trees.
of the trees are typically the best. You avoid those on the
don't- you
ground
don't
and things that
have
might
to.
be hiding up in the leaves. Just a bit of advice.
You know what? You're good people. I like you. He goes back.
That flipped fast.
Dark brooding.
Karps goes, huh?
Good advice is good advice.
From
I love
pessimist to
Karps so
optimist.
much.
Alright, well, if you have nothing else to say, again, rules of our city are described. Everything else should be easily enough to glean. And I imagine you guys will be out in a matter of a few days, no? Understood. Something we need to keep track of. Very well, inspection
likely.
time.
Alex, you should probably show the helm while we're out here. Not
Oh, yes, and while we're out here. Alyxend's undoing all the buckles and
things clanging to the
straps
floor.
and whatnot. Probably hear it from up there. Clang. And slowly they will... wait, hold on. The veil's a separate part of my helmet. I should just take that off.
There you go. It's more dramatic with the whole reveal, though.
You're right. Whole helmet is more dramatic. Clunk. And slowly remove the helmet, revealing the, once again, very intricately engraved and bejeweled skull. With no light behind the eyes, just clean and hollow.
You might find a certain citizen in our ranks worth speaking to.
Look up that.
Well, that went better than planned.
Look up at various.
I see
the closest thing to wonder, a
hollowness, no
skeletal
offense,
face
behind your eyes. I see no sense of... no brooding flame or green. So, the undead form is not naturally evil or good. It is neutral. Our people, thanks to a certain individual in our ranks, have become knowledgeable about how to identify types of undead and that sort. So, I understand your reluctance, but for now you are safe with us for the duration of your stay.
I see.
Should you not cause any unrelated issues. As she speaks, she hops down, and you can see it through the gate. And the men begin to open up the gate. And inspection will begin. You guys can slowly start to step in. Aravi, one of the guards grabs your arm and shows it to the individual who you caught the name of Varius. And what is this pattern? Marking? Tattoo? Fur pattern? Is this a brand from some sort of creature?
We Tabaxi have a hard time with tattoos. I bear a dragon spirit. Hold on, I'll see if he's willing to come out. Internal monologue.
In your
Rava,
mind palace, you see
awake.
Rava just sort of lounging down, pouting, bandaging his injuries, and will turn around and look at you, frustrated, and just shake no.
I need good cookies.
I'm sorry, buddy. I wasn't expecting the fireball either. But okay, take your time. Unfortunately, he's a bit annoyed. He,
Fireball.
well, we got fireballed earlier, and he hasn't quite recovered yet.
Yeah.
I point to the
she
obvious scorch
and then
marks
her
on
expression drops.
my tattered robes and be like, yeah, fireballed.
How was this spell? From what source?
A hero hunter, apparently.
Okay, you could.
Actually, we do have
First
his
off, I
body.
would like to have heard if you were bringing that into our city.
He's right over
But
there.
I mean, was it from some sort of sorcery? Was it from a spell scroll, a spell book?
Oh,
We recently
Scroll.
our scribe recently lost quite a few scrolls. Just 2 days ago, in fact. Perhaps you should speak to them, or you should show him the corpse of this individual.
do you have
She will help you better.
do they have a precise inventory?
To the
of what
north.
was lost?
You can find her. The guard can guide you.
Nodders.
Yes, someone to blame. Yes, someone to blame for all our troubles. Perfect.
I
knew that.
His corpse. So I had. Oh, hold on, I have
and
another corpse too.
everyone
One
inspects
moment.
you, and you get weird looks. You get looked up and down. But you guys are fine to continue to move in.
Yeah, also inventory. Adequate stuff, the potential
They're really not going through your
vampire
stuff,
stealing
it's more so inspecting
tool,
you.
my mace of awesomeness.
Karps, come on.
I let them know that my urn contains a skeleton like myself. Just inactive.
If anyone gives me
You
a
get
weird
a-
look, I immediately flip
get
them
several.
off.
She was all like, I would have known.
And I do the finger bang thing, and then I whisper your mom in their face if they give me dirty looks. He's not in a good mood. He's upset.
Carps.
Hey, stop.
Now, Karps. You won't get any cookies.
You show her the urn.
Sorry, you had a rough time with the wisps.
We can't let you bring one of these lonesome urns into the city. Is this loot from your adventures? Yes.
No, it is from my order.
Oh,
Another member.
listen. These urns are scattered about the country. They usually contain vengeful spirits that, when opened, like to wreak havoc. I could tell it's. I've seen designs. You could even find some being
he's
contained within the
quite
city
peaceful.
for yourself. The design is very similar.
What? What? Like, Alyxend's like shocked. Like the shocked as a skeleton can be. They really are quite
See,
alright.
as you go to open it, everyone
are not.
immediately grabs their weapon and gets ready to jump. But it opens. Okay, so this one is inert then, like you said.
They're like me.
All right, nearly scared us half to death there, but point proven, I suppose.
I wouldn't
Fair
carry them
enough.
if they were
Proceed.
vengeful. That would be very silly.
They are kept under close watch.
There
Not
are
something you
more
can just
urns in
purchase
this
for
city
fear
as
of people
well.
unleashing them and behind the walls. But yes, perhaps, given the good graces of some of the higher-ups here, they might let you inspect the artifacts.
Alyxend is the closest thing to excited you've ever seen them be. Like, their usual, kind of calm demeanor has been replaced with maybe, that sort of excitement that they might have, found something.
Just imagining different variations of,
It
how
comically
low
drops.
the lower jaw is from the upper jaw.
And
Like,
who do
they're
you
just
worship?
hogging away.
I am a war priestess of Salvatore. You'll notice Paul will lie. They'll finish their inspection, and she'll proceed.
Oh, that's not a big cup.
The Thral escapees are looked onto with a little bit of scorn, a little bit of disgust, even a little bit of fear. But they are briefed about the terms of their temporary stay, and it is reiterated that they will not be made citizens. Though, of course, you guys are free to, throughout this arc, attempt to change that. But they are eventually let in. They are instructed to continually hold the part of their body that is branded, which for most of them is their stomach region or their neck, exposed at all times, everyone knows. And one last thing, understand that the iron rule of this city, not rule as in a ruler, rule as in the law, is that those in Ebenwall protect Ebenwall. This goes for anyone, a temporary citizen, a passerby, a pass-through rather. Everyone in Ebenwall is a member of the Eben Guard. We are all here to fight in our own way. Should something happen, you are all to be garrisoned, in whatever way would be appropriate.
would it be fine to use
Of course, as long as you're not calling
minor
on the
divine
direct
magic in that instance?
direct force of some good or evil god. There's no issue.
Understand.
Very well. City is yours. The residential district is to the south here. Zoom out the map. During the quote-unquote lively times of the night, individuals will gather around here. Up north here, to the right here is our guard posts. You can find me most of the time. Further up is the mausoleum, where we burn the bodies. Up east, northeast, you see, is the building where we keep her. Our resident hag. Further up, you can find a place to stay. And there's a non-denominational church to the east. You can ask the gods for any additional directions. Welcome to Ebonwall. Oh, and of course, this is the outer wall. You'd need either citizenship or good reasons to get to the inner wall.
This citizen, you said, that just taught you how
If
to
I said
identify
citizen,
the awakened dead.
the awakened dead one, yes.
Where might they be?
They like to spend their nights in the tavern. All right.
Thank you.
And your scribe that
The
we should
small
talk
shack
about the
near
stone
the
scrolls.
to the east of the furthest water fountain. Well, we're going to head on to the tavern, find a place to stay,
Cool.
and then get some answers. We have enough.
Dude.
I assume, at least.
Do you need coin at all? Very well. Let us know if you need any help.
I can do.
No need to
Sure.
pay for them, but if you could scout rooms for us, that'd be lovely.
All right. The party reaching Ebonwall.
Take care.
You guys hit a milestone and all level up. Especially after those two harrowing fights. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Finally, civilization.
Hoggers. I'm gonna press the button.
So you can see the entirety of the map.
Pressing
The
the button.
outer wall, it's not a full
Button has been
360 because it
pressed.
intersects with the cliff face, or the mountain face behind it. Though there are some more buildings going each way than what the map shows. And then of course there would be a separate map for the upper district, or the inner wall, whatever it'd be called. Or they call it both. Between now and next week, we'll probably call the session here. You guys are free to pick your level up options if there's anything you select that you don't want to choose right now. You can also make plans for what you want to do here in Ebonwall, ask me any questions about what's here, or what you can do. And next week, yes, shopping for sure. There are plenty of individuals
Shopping
who
would
would like
be
to speak
nice,
to
I
you
think.
and who you would like to speak to.
How do I multi-class here?
When you level up, there's a thing that says, "Would you like to multi-class?"
Yeah, I pressed that, but it's like 1,000 weird things here that I don't know.
Oh yeah, so you see this
where
like
are the
SRD
classes.
custom URL. Just hit confirm. It should just SRD should just be highlighted.
Yeah.
Click confirm, and then it should show you the classes. And then what were you
Yeah.
thinking? Hell yeah.
Oh,
And then you would just
maybe.
select like the first wizard option, not
Wizard.
the subclass. Yeah, it's time.
Yes! I get my... Fuck yes.
I'm going. Should I already select
No, just
the
wizard.
multi-class,
You get an
or
option
I mean
for that.
the subclass that will get a second level, or
Yes,
just wizard?
lots of things can be answered now. Once
Okay.
Rava gets out of
Thank you.
his slump. You know, he wanted to have a sit down with Alyxend and talk about history. Alyxend has some people to talk to. Roy will likely find
The
some
old
individuals that
Mhm.
share common interests with him, have things he might like. Vidnov might find some answers here. All right.
Did you want
we
me
can
to make a
resolve that
roll
now.
for that now?
Give me.
Okay.
Night, man.
I am
Let's find out
super
the
tired, gentlemen, so I'm
I would
going to
assume
fail.
I will say this is going to be Arcana.
But good
Or
session.
history.
I don't think anything else
Good
would
session
qualify, but
indeed.
luckily that's a good roll for you. See you, man.
Okay.
E.
Take care.
14.
Gonna fall over, friend.
Need for
Night.
cantrips.
The most I could say is that
Have a good night, everyone.
Moonbeam effect, or
Good
whatever
night.
part of its effect, was it felt like something was being forced out of you, but then something within you was stopping it from happening. And it was violent and painful, and whatever, the entire process, both thing trying to attempt to not leave and attempting to pull it out, was a painful process. Yes, we have some answers we found here.
Okay. And the people that normally have the abilities to what is it called? Remove curse.
Yeah,
They would
right.
normally almost always be at a temple, right?
Hell,
Yeah.
I can
Okay.
remove curse.
Okay. I might spend some time with Alyxend. Then, if Alyxend heads to the non-denominational church.
Probably will be at some point.
Alyxend
Oh,
is
I get all my useful
become
spells
even
at this
more of a
level.
demon.
Shit. I have to
got
pick which ones I want to
nothing.
prepare.
Kenny Dodge is
I got
solid.
uncanny dodge.
Thunderwave.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that changed my character, aside from the new health.
And
I have the
auras,
big
auras.
heal spell known as Aura Vitality. I have Heart Eternally Prepared.
Yeah,
would it be
if you guys want to just do it now,
apt to do a
it's
long
perfectly
rest?
fine. I'm curious,
I'm sure you will.
Spartos, do you remember the urn? The life elemental?
I do not.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
These urns have been, ever since that campaign.
Is that the same
they're-
type of
or,
urn
like, that
they
set,
have?
the urns have been very specific and very fun. A little bit of content from other games.
Oh, I'm not going near those urns again. God damn. All the time.
Let's
My-
Speak with Dead and Spirit Guardian.
My other group's got one. They've had it since like session 3.
Ah.
They're like
good
just
times.
a few sessions ago. They got to the level where they could do it. Or, I mean, they always could try, but
You know? Not with those guys when they open the urn. Hell no. I'm getting away from that urns when they open. Fuck that. Fuck that shit.
I'm gonna close off the stream here. Thanks if anyone's
much.
watching. It's always a pleasure. It's a fun
Too
session
much.
around.
Okay,
Glad it all
6
came together.
spells.
But good fight. That was a good time.
I didn't get a chance
So glad
to
things
use
work in
last because
Foundry.
I was concentrating on
Thank
sky
Christ.
lasers.
Go ahead and be end of the stream here. It's time.
Hmm.
3.
Goodbye, stream.
Take care, stream. 3.
Oh,
Should
good
I
question.
get another familiar? That's the question.
Yes. Yes. The answer is yes. I don't understand.